to episode 50 of the Level Up Show! Oh my god! Oh my god! We just got a follow already, too.
We did it!
We did it, guys. We made it to 1 year.
Why?
About. It's been, I think it was,
Actually, I think it was a little longer.
That's the thing, is it depends on how you go by. The Bogey Show started a week earlier than this, but the Level Up Show episode 1 started on December 1st of 2013.
Didn't we do two episodes of the Bogey Show, one without the Bogey Show name and one with the Bogey Show name?
I don't remember exactly. All I know is that the Level Up Show proper started on December 1st. So technically, it's the 1 year anniversary of the Level Up Show. It works out very well because it's episode 50 as well. I think we should just continue with that no matter what. It just makes sense. That's what all the other podcasts do every 50. But, or not. We are copying them all. Beyond, you know, we should say that at least. You know, those are the things that influence, not the Daily Fix on IGN. Oh man, there's another one with Damon Hatfield that I really enjoy. Do you remember what it's called?
I don't know what you enjoy.
I can't. Oh, Game Scoop. Game Scoop is another really good one. Those are all things that influenced our show. So thank you to those, and also thank you to you guys, especially if you've been here since the beginning, which was a year ago. Really appreciate it. If you haven't been here since the beginning, welcome to Level Up Show. It's a game-dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's very easy for you guys to follow us now. All you got to do is go to twitch.tv/The Level Up Show and heart us there, or if you're watching live from PlayStation right now, just click that little heart button, and as a Twitch follower, that means you will get notified whenever we go live.
Just click it.
Just click it. Do it right now. We already got one follow. Mark, can you tell us what that was, or were you not on there just yet?
Mark's not on this shit.
I'm on there. The Buff Nerds!
The Buff Nerds! Thank you for the Twitch heart follow, whatever. Yeah.
The buffiest of nerds.
Do what that guy did. Follow us throughout the night.
Vampires at all.
I know. I'm just saying Buffy as like an adjective, an adverb. Adverb? Who knows English? I don't know English.
Mumble. Guys, also you can follow us on Twitter at The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. You can also like us on Facebook, and you can please subscribe on YouTube because we archive all of our episodes there, and we put up some special episodes here and there, special videos like our 20th anniversary PlayStation video. Or you can add us on PSN. Mike is Noob Guru, and I am Drew M1788. So please add us. We will accept all requests after the show. And we'll also try and shout out anybody who follows, likes, adds, whatever, throughout the show, just to show our appreciation. So what is going on, guys? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Good.
Pretty darn good. I actually got to enjoy it for the first time in a while.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so stuffed.
Yeah,
there was so much food.
Yeah.
At our party or another one?
All parties.
All parties.
All parties involved brought a lot of food.
Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. We had our first house party, really, for Thanksgiving this year, the feast, as we called it. And it went pretty well, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good food. I think it worked out.
Yeah.
Except for the card game that we played for...
No. That was everything was good and fun. I actually enjoyed that part even. I'm just trying to see us because neither of us can.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if like the internet's down.
Oh.
It's
not down. Maybe the wireless is down.
Wow. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I know where my chat
just exploded. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not down. The wireless sometimes can go out, but not the wired connection. What are you guys playing right now?
I'm getting myself ready for the new Destiny DLC. It comes out next Tuesday.
Nice.
So
The Dark Below?
The Dark Below.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my guy as high up in level as I possibly can. I'm almost at 30, so having some fun playing with some fans from the show. And,
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Still
it.
enjoying Destiny.
Still enjoying Destiny. Still going with Far Cry. I haven't touched Call of Duty since...
I mean, we haven't actually had the chance to talk to you about Far Cry because you were out last week. By the way, guys, this is the first time we've had the full cast in, like, I think 4 episodes. This is
probably
we did 3 episodes straight without the full cast. So this is the first time back together.
Is Deviant spelled with an A or an E?
DEVIANT.
I-A. Yeah.
Yeah. But what do you think of Far Cry 4?
I'm liking it a lot. Far Cry 3 I thought was a little bit better for certain things. That's not to say that Far Cry 4 is not worth a purchase or playthrough at all. It's fun, but they made it a little bit more complicated than I think they needed to by adding some stuff. But they did change some stuff around. Like Far Cry 3 was very easy. You saw an outpost that you had to take over, and you just looked for the cage with the animal and shot that, and pretty much that did everything for you without getting spotted.
Yeah.
So in this one they added some other things like this hunter class enemy where they can charm the animal to actually work with them. So you have to kind of You try to strategically take out that.
Gotta strategize your way through.
Strategically take out the hunter and everything like that without being spotted. The AI is more intelligent, grabs onto you, knows what you're doing quicker. But the terrain, as nice and pretty as it is, because it's mountainous, it's much more difficult to traverse.
Okay.
And it kind of detracts from some of the things I liked about Far Cry 3. It's a good balance issue. I wouldn't say this is even, in my opinion, you can tell that it's only been only about a year since the last entry in it.
Okay.
Because it hasn't been exactly a whole lot that's been changed.
And it is a cross-generational title. They're not taking full advantage of it.
I would like to see something like this take about 2 years to be developed at the minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think my chat went down, so I think I need to refresh it or something. Here we go. Obviously I've been playing Grand Theft Auto, but that's not the only thing I got. During the Black Friday PSN sale, I picked up Shadow of Mordor. I picked up Evil Within. I added on another year of PlayStation Plus because they're giving $15 back to anybody who spends $100. So
got a second PlayStation. Got a second
PlayStation. Got my second PS4. It's upstairs. I'd like to play more comfortably on the couch upstairs. This is more like the level up showroom. So I already enjoy it. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 upstairs, and so far I'm really, really enjoying it.
Are you surprised by that?
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, I've liked Grand Theft Auto before. It's just 4 was not really my cup of tea. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy 4 that much.
I couldn't say it.
But so far this one is great. I really like the world.
I'm deading it.
Los Santos is great. I think that was the problem with Liberty City a little bit. It was just a little too drab. I wasn't a big fan of Nico. But this one, the characters are better. I'm enjoying Michael. I haven't gotten to Trevor yet, but I'm actually really enjoying Franklin as well.
Yeah, Franklin. I think I enjoyed all of them, which is surprising to me. I thought it was like, all right, I'm gonna find one character I like more than anything else.
Yeah.
But you really.
I feel like I can't know for sure, but good job. Really nailing that. The voice. What was that?
No, the chat's just not.
This chat's, seems to be not working. That might be a Twitch thing. That happens sometimes. Sorry, guys. We can't really see your chat. Seems like the show's working. It would have shut us down by now.
Yeah.
But, guys, until the chat comes back, we probably will not be able to acknowledge it. But yeah, I haven't really tried the first person too much because whenever I do turn it on, I don't know. I don't really like the way it feels so much, actually. I've been enjoying the third person a lot more so far. Especially driving. It's really, really tough to drive in first person.
Oh, sure it is.
It really is tough.
It looks like it is. I don't like driving first person in actual racing games.
Yeah. Every now and then I'll switch to first person for like the shooting segments, but that's about it so far. And every now and then it's cool to just switch to it to check out like the phone and stuff, because I do feel like the phone is actually more legible in first person. It's a little bigger and the font's bigger, because that's one of the issues I have actually, is that like the font in the upper left hand corner is really tiny, and the font that's on the phone when you are not in first person is really tiny as well, to the point where I have to kind of like lean forward a little bit to read it. So going in the first person helps with that. Haven't tried online at all. I don't know if I ever will, to be honest with you.
Right, and it's not something that I think you would fully enjoy.
Yeah.
I think you're going to enjoy the story more.
But I'm about like 13% in is what it says.
Oh, nice.
I've been doing all stories so far. I haven't really been doing a lot of side stuff. I've gone to like the shooting range, stuff like that. I've gone like on the coasters, on the pier and stuff like that. Just like little things like that, but I haven't really gone out of my way to do side stuff.
Apparently you went to the strip club.
I did go to the strip club because I was driving around and I saw Michael while I was Franklin, and he's like, "You want to hang out?" I was like, "Yeah." And when you hang out, it shows the points that are closest to you that you can go to, and it was a shoe. It was like a high heel, and I go to it. I'm like, "Oh, it's a strip club," and I was like, "Okay, let's check this out." So I go in. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, it's not that big a deal. I got a lap dance. I did the whole deal.
I know. We already talked about this last night.
I made it rain.
This is amazing.
I did it all. That's all.
Why is the chat not going right now? I want to see what people are saying about this.
I can't get anything.
I think it's Twitch because it says my wireless is up.
I can't connect to anything else though.
Oh, you can't connect to anything?
I'm going to any other website and everything.
Oh, the wireless is not working then.
Yeah.
I wonder if the show is down right now. Well, I have 4G on my phone. I can check that real quick.
That would be good.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, the wireless is down according to my phone.
So no one's even watching us?
I have no idea. It doesn't say that we're down right now, so they're probably watching us. We have
128 viewers right now.
Yeah, so that probably means they're watching us.
So. Wow, no, we're good. We're good. I'm just gonna look at the chat from this.
My internet works.
It's the Wi-Fi.
It's the Wi-Fi in your house.
In the house for some reason. The wired connection's working, the Wi-Fi is not.
I told you not to use that dumb router.
Wait, I can get online though on other websites.
You can get online?
Yeah.
Okay, just connect it back. It just told me I connected to Midori Link Sys now. Maybe it just came back.
Oh, and then now my chat's blowing up.
Okay.
Jesus, I hate this.
Okay, so hopefully it stays that way. Sorry about that, guys.
Maybe I'm gonna close mine down because maybe I'm overloading it.
Oh, that's
my
possible.
My chat's not back.
Your chat, you might need to refresh it. You might need to shut it down before you go back into it. But yes, that's it for me. Grand Theft Auto 5. I haven't really played anything else since, but I do have Shadow of Mordor and Evil Within to play whenever I get the chance.
And we have about, what, 2-month drought before anything comes
kind
up?
of. And what's great is I think I might have off all of Christmas week. I think my phone might be shutting down for the entire week.
That's
so
awesome.
That'll give me a ton of time to play these games. I'm hoping.
Sounds like Dave. Did you ever hear what his dealio is right now?
No, I didn't.
Off months. So instead of having the pizza shop be open all year round, his boss just is allowing him to manage the closed down pizza shop in the off months. So he's paid off for the next amount of time.
Very nice. Kristen, you're up. What is going on with you?
Yeah, let's see.
What's new?
I'm trying to log back.
Don't worry about that for now. It's not working.
I don't know. What is new with me?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, you tell me. You live with me.
You are my keeper.
You really can't figure out what you've done?
I don't know. We decorated for Christmas a little bit, and I thought I had more decorations, but I don't. They barely filled up anything.
They filled an apartment.
But not a house. So our house is kind of naked for Christmas this year, but whatever. I think it's kind of annoying to hang lights and wrap them around stuff, and then have to take everything down like a month later. I think it's kind of annoying.
I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know if I want to do it all the time.
That's up to you, because I'm not going to do it, so.
Mr. Grinch.
You don't want to do it?
Well, I'm not going to do it myself, that's for sure.
I meant like lights outside and stuff. You know how annoying it's going to be to take them all down?
Yeah, it wasn't that hard to put it up, so.
Because you had one like this.
Yeah. It worked.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, let's move on to the level update. How about it?
Sounds good.
Alright, let me turn up the volume first. There we go. Alright, let's start off with some more Arkham Knight stuff. We had our first gameplay footage in quite a long time. It was like a chemical infiltration or something like that. This is the footage of it here. I tried to cut a bit of it. It's pretty long. It's like 4 minutes long. But you can see that it looks unbelievable, first of all. But we don't know for sure what console this is from. It might be from the PC with PS4 overlays, because that's actually what happened last time. Everyone thought it was PS4, but it turns out it was just a PC with overlays. But it might also mean that they are prioritizing the PS4 version, maybe doing some co-marketing with the PS4 version, because we're getting another gameplay demonstration tomorrow, December 1st, but then there's the final gameplay presentation will be at PlayStation Experience. Okay. So maybe there's some type of deal going on there with PlayStation and Batman. It was that way for Arkham City. I'm pretty sure.
Weekend, right?
So I decided to turn on the volume at the end here so you guys can listen to a little bit.
That's not bad. Why did you electrocute that guy? It's terrible.
you go. Arkham Knight looks unbelievable. Everybody was flipping shit over this when it came out a few days ago. So it really looks great. I'm excited to see why they are showing the final segment of PlayStation Experience, what that means, if that means that it's something special.
Or could they just want an extra venue to show something off in a big way.
Yeah, that's true, but they also have a few other ones as well. I mean, they've got the Game Awards the day before that, you know, so...
yeah, but we also what kind of debacle that was, and no one really knows how that's going to go.
I hope it goes very well.
That could be the issue that a lot of companies might have, is that they saw what happened last year, and they don't want to be, you know, subjected to be part of that.
Yeah.
They might fall in... Look at Dead Island. Or whatever. Well, no, it wasn't Dead Island. It was, what game was it that we saw that we didn't like very much?
It was Dying Light.
Dying Light.
Yeah.
That we were not very impressed with, so...
Do we know that we're online right now?
Yes.
We are. Okay, because I can't I can't check anything right now.
Wi-Fi is just down.
But I can't even do anything on 4G right now. Like, I don't know what's going on with Twitch or whatever.
I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, okay.
Can I go on Twitch on my phone?
I think turn off the Wi-Fi on your phone first.
Yeah. Oh, that will kill my...
That might help. So yeah, go ahead, man. What's the next story?
Yeah. So this is interesting, and I think a lot of people that have paid attention to stocks and business times and everything like that saw this coming. But Sony's ready to slash their TV and phone efforts and start focusing just solely on their PlayStation. This doesn't mean they're getting out of the business at all, but they're definitely going to pull back in many ways. In an effort to cut losses, Sony will be slashing their product lines in the TV and phone division. Even if sales slide down 30%, they only care if a profit is being made. They said we're not aiming for size or market share, but better profits. As far as the gaming division is concerned, Sony is hoping to boost sales even further by 25%. They hope to do this by doing more personalized TV, music, and video services through the PlayStation and PlayStation 4, and even PlayStation Now services. So I think that's the big thing behind the whole PlayStation experience. They're trying to do these, very personalized and very direct things, kind of like Nintendo Directs, but on a much larger scale.
Yeah.
This is good. I mean, Sony should, and you've already started to see it. They only have 2 phones this year, and one is a continuation.
All right. Let's just start where we left off. We were talking about the Sony slashing TV and phone divisions and seemingly focusing on PlayStation now, which makes sense for them. PlayStation is doing incredibly well for Sony, and TVs now.
I mean, every company has way too many TV lines. I mean, now at this point, their crowning jewel for their TV department used to be their XBR series, and now they have 4 different XBR models.
Yeah.
So it's dumb. So this downsizing of TV models, they should have 1 or 2 entry level, a mid range, and then 1 or 2 higher end level, and that's it. 5 models.
Yeah.
Instead of this 8, 9, 10 different models that they have.
You just got a Sony TV though, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. How do you like it so far?
I like it. I mean, it's not what my old one used to be.
Okay.
But it's definitely filling that void pretty easily. Huh?
What was the old TV?
55-inch, and it was like there was back before they changed all their stuff up. Sony had their highest end model, and then one right below that, and it was the one right below that. And it was one of the best looking TVs I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
It's still, even to this day, it still goes for over $2,000 on any website. So
nice.
But yeah, so it's good though.
I think it's in a way. I think it's good news. I do think they need to focus on what's working for them, and that is
right. And the other benefit is where he said we're not aiming for size or market share, but better profits, and that's actually a jab at Samsung.
Okay.
They're aiming for size. They're going for Samsung and Sharp are playing the size game. Sharp TVs, I'm not going to say anything, but Samsung's going for the size game, and they're also going for market share. They're trying to cut prices. Look at the Black Friday holiday deal.
Yeah.
It was nuts. 55-inch for $1,000 when normally it's like $1,700. It was crazy, some of the prices, but their TVs also are okay.
And it makes sense to just start consolidating everything. It makes sense to have the TV, the music, the video, all that as applications on PlayStation. Get rid of Video Unlimited. Just have it through the store. Get rid of Music Unlimited. Like those kind of things I don't really understand.
Right, there's way too many applications I have now on my dashboard that I don't need.
Tighten up. Just tighten up. That's what they need to do. So I think this could be good news. I hope it is. But Kristen, you're up with the final story in segment 1.
Ugh, I got a dog in front of me. Plus, I didn't say that, Mike did.
What?
That what Greg glued to his face.
Did he hear that? That's awesome.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's so good.
Alright, December PlayStation Plus games revealed. We've known about the PS4 offerings for a few weeks, but we now know the full lineups. Once again, the PS4 will be getting its first full price inclusions. It's really dark in this corner.
I know.
Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition, as well as the indie shooter Secret Ponchos. On PS3, subscribers will receive the Hitman HD Collection, as well as the cult favorite Deadly Premonition Director's Cut. Finally, PS Vita owners get Final Horizon and Titan Attacks. A reminder for the month of January, PS4 owners will be getting the standalone DLC Infamous First Light for free. I'm really struggling tonight.
You are struggling. I can tell. Yeah, right there?
No, it's not
Yeah.
GTA 5, it's great.
No, but good offering this month with Injustice, Gods Among Us, and Secret Ponchos, which you are excited about. There it is again, Secret Ponchos. So yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And as you were saying, Injustice is really like the first full-priced like PlayStation offering that we've had on Plus. So it's cool that they're getting towards that slowly but surely.
I'm surprised that was the one that they chose, and I'm glad it is. But I'm really surprised it wasn't Knack.
Yeah, I know. Where's Knack, right? That seems like the most obvious
Like, it's
choice.
a first-party title.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. Like, I'm surprised. I'm actually a little relieved because it's not like I wouldn't enjoy Knack.
Yeah.
But it's just I was just surprised that they made that decision.
The only one here that's I think a little lacking is the Vita. I don't know for sure, but those titles I've never ever even heard of for the Vita.
Really,
Those,
at this point, if you're a Vita owner, aren't you just happy to get anything?
I hope so. I mean, I think it's good when they do what they did last month, which is every single game is cross-buy, so
Right.
they all work on Vita. I think that's like the ideal, and this is a cult like following.
I remember when it came out at the same time as what's it called? What's the
Thank you for the Twitch art.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain, yeah.
And everybody, and Destructoid was like the only one that said that they liked this better than
Jim
Heavy
Sterling.
Rain.
Give
Oh
it
my
10,
god,
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get started.
Yeah, but still a very good offering this month, and next month might be even better with First Light. I'm really excited to finally play that, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't pick it up, actually, because I played Second Son, and now I get to play First Light for free, so that's really cool. So, guys, that's the end of our first segment of Level Update.
Keep
Let's
going, because we're only at 20 viewers.
Oh, we're only at 20 viewers, so it did refresh.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we playing the right game right now? Are we sure it's not the Playroom?
It's still in the playroom.
It won't change.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me do it manually then.
Yeah, you do it.
I got it.
Moobot's not taking the command.
I'll do it manually. That's why we're not getting anybody right now, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still says Playroom.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
trying to change that.
You just gotta do sometimes from the thing here. Alright, let's see if that works. Clock, you told me you wouldn't tell.
So there's only 22 people in here. Why don't we just BS for a few minutes?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'll put on the Skype line. Might as well.
Yeah.
And we'll BS for a few moments, guys, until we move on to the next segment.
Why don't you show Bogey?
Go ahead.
Show
Go ahead.
his comment.
Okay, I'll show it off. And could you put the Skype banner up for me, please?
Where?
I feel like the 22 people in this room know what our Skype is at this point.
That's true.
You better not.
Come here, buddy. We want to show you off.
Oh, he's clawing me.
Bogey
will bring in the viewers.
Bogey's all spiffy as well.
Wait, Rick proposed to Moobot?
Aww.
What?
Oh yeah, you missed
What?
it. You missed some things the past few weeks.
Hey, cutie boy.
And I don't know how you missed that because that's been in the chat for a while.
No,
I
know
don't
he
like the sound of
proposed.
that.
I knew he was
It's
dating
been
you,
going on
but
for a long time. It's actually a developing story. It's kind of like a soap opera.
I didn't know they got
Okay.
engaged.
It says we're
in the
playing
after
Grand Theft Auto now.
In the after.
What was that? What was that movie directed by Spike
Her?
Jonze? Her? Yeah, her.
The
Yeah,
great movie.
essentially. It was a really good movie. I was surprised.
Really like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, says we're playing Grand Theft Auto, so that should help us out in a moment. And Kristen still hasn't
I'm
done the
trying.
Skype banner. Okay, still loading. So let that play out until it hits its ending. And go to the chat room in the meantime.
Titan Injustice actually looks fun.
Okay.
It's basically what's it called Space Invaders,
Okay.
but like an advanced version. You actually level up your ship and get upgrades and everything like that. So it's kind of like Space Invaders meets Resident.
Cool. Gotcha. DK says, wow, playing GTA 5 using the submarine and came to a spot where killer whales and another spot with a touch of hammerhead sharks. I've only been down in the water one time. It was during that scene where Mike goes to the yacht because his daughter is. With
Tell me that wasn't really
it was great.
entertaining.
I was just like, it's really unbelievable how much you can do in that game. Just like that, and it's just like the animations are really great and stuff. Like the way he like runs off the dock and he goes into the water. It just was very seamless. Like I really like that a lot. How seamless the movement between different terrains and
Absolutely.
and just driving around too. It's just
Like,
it's amazing how.
Have you realized that? Have you done the whole trip around the map yet?
No, but that's what I started to
that.
do, and it's just unbelievable. I was just driving the highway for a while, and it's like, wow, this is just smoothly, subtly moving from the city to like the mountains, and it's really cool.
How about those load times?
You mean at the beginning or no load times?
No load times.
Yeah, no load times. There's that one initial load time.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what blows you away. Like, after that first initial load, you can go to any part of the map.
Yeah.
You know? Then you kind of look at other games, like, you know, one that I'm still currently playing, and it's like all of a sudden you're riding 3 sparrows next to each other, or something other that's like a sparrow in another game, and all of a sudden everybody gets hit by a load time. You're just sitting there like, come on, guys, get your shit together.
Yeah. What was I going to say otherwise, too? I can't remember. I just lost it. I can't remember. Let's go back to the chat room for a second here. Did we watch The Walking Dead? I didn't. But mid-season finale, looking forward to checking it out after the show.
B. Slater wants to know why we're so formal. It's our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I told him.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
We had a little bit of a problem there for a moment. Our Wi-Fi went down, so we've refreshed, and we're hoping to get people back into the show gradually now. Does it seem like it's climbing at all? Are we above 22?
We're 25. We
Okay.
went down to 19, now we're at 25.
Okay.
I'm going to go into...
Give it a few more minutes to see if we can climb a little bit here. Did it tweet out that we went live as well? Seems like it did. Okay, we got retweeted. So
Did you get your pregame eggs?
My pregame eggs.
That's what Derek wants to know.
I don't know what that means. Does anybody know what that means? Pregame eggs.
No.
You guys who like breakfast food, you want to know what's funny?
Oh
I have eggs all the time.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Okay,
yeah,
we're
because
at
you're a
31.
woman.
I know, that's why it's kind of gross.
Okay. Guys, if you want to call in, we're going to be waiting before starting level update segment 2 to let people filter in. ID is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. You can see it on the Skype banner there. We are currently live on Skype, and you are free to call in. We'll talk about anything gaming related. We just had Black Friday week. There's a ton of games that just came out. There's a ton to talk about. And then you to Twitch Heart as well. 2 Twitch Hearts. Those came from Gravy Biscuits and also Mike Gamer. Thank you guys for the Twitch Hearts. Keep them coming. It's very easy now to follow us. All you got to do is go to twitch.tv/levelupshow. Or if you're watching live from PlayStation, you can hit the little heart button to follow us there. And that means you'll get notifications whenever we go live. We're up to 39 now. I think once we get to 50, we'll move on. That probably will mean that we're back on live from PlayStation at least. So that's great. Thank you guys for coming into the show. Really appreciate it. You're not using wired connection. No, we are using wired connection for PS4. That's why the show was still working. But everybody's Wi-Fi went down, so Mark and Kristen couldn't be in the chat room with you guys, and everything just falls apart. Kesha likes my beard. Okay. I actually do like his beard.
No, I like the beard.
Yeah, I think it looks good on you, Greg. I like the beard.
It does not look like downstairs hair. It doesn't.
No.
Downstairs
hair.
Downstairs
I've
hair.
never heard that.
That is amazing. That made my
Lionhammer asked, how is LPP? Really enjoying Little Big Planet so far. I think they nailed this one.
We're on live.
As long as the bugs aren't coming back for me. I had one crash at the very beginning. Ever since that, I've had no issues. Really enjoying the
Little Big Planet?
Yeah, Little Big Planet. The story mode is so great. The soundtrack is the best yet, in my opinion. You saw me playing the one diner level, which had all like the old school like diner music and stuff, and it was just there's something special about it. It was really charming.
Surfing Bird?
I'm not sure. Thank you for the Twitch art though. What was it called? Surfing what?
Surfing Bird.
Surfing Bird? Oh, is that the bird?
Have you heard?
Oh God, stop. We're not getting into that.
Stop.
No,
don't do it.
It's no bad.
Hashtag downstairs here. Kwanzi V, welcome to the new show, guys. Anybody who's just joining us, thank you so much for coming back. We're up to 55 now. I think we're good to go. How about we move on to level update segment 2?
Absolutely.
Kristen, will you take down the banner for now?
Banner?
And we'll move on. Because I think we're back in the good graces of the Link
Happy birthday to Nicholas Vixulius.
Nicholas, happy birthday, man. Thanks for coming into the show. So moving on, Square Enix is announcing a new console RPG in December. Squeenix, as
I read this quickly and I was like, Square Enix is releasing a new console? What does that mean?
No, they're not doing that.
Is that like an RPG-based console? That's it?
Maybe someday. But in the latest Famitsu magazine, Square Enix president Matsuda said, actually right now we're working on a new RPG specifically for consoles and it isn't a remake. We'll start talking about it more in December and go from there. There are 3 major events in December that this could be revealed at. Of course, we have the PlayStation Experience on the 6th and 7th, but we also have the Game Awards the day before that on the Friday. And then at the end of December, we have Jump Festa, which is a Japanese convention, which might be likely as well. But even though they said that there is no remake, Doesn't stop people.
I mean,
Doesn't
why?
Because people try and like read around it, that they're trying to deter people from thinking that. But it's like,
And
oh, well,
they've
what if they're just doing like a revision on the story, or maybe they're adapting it to include all that Crisis Core storyline. So therefore, it isn't a remake anymore. It's like a reimagining of Final Fantasy VII. So therefore, they can still do it.
I feel like at this point, if they did that, there would be a lot of people that would be pissed. Like, come on.
The reason I think that it isn't Final Fantasy VII, I think, is because they have to wait until after 15, or it just would destroy the hype for that.
Right.
Why would they destroy the hype for 15 by talking about 7 remake? That really would stop that in the water.
They would have to. That would mean that the only thing that makes sense for it is how long 15 took to get made.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they might be working on 7 for quite a while now. We have no idea. Some insiders on NeoGAF, Ferendis in particular, says that he saw it in person, saw it running very early, like alpha type stuff. But he says that it's 100% in production. He's usually trustworthy, but I still don't see them. It doesn't seem like the right timing to me. So maybe 2015, like very tail end of 2015, when 15 is about to come out, maybe they can start hyping us up for the next Final Fantasy, which could be the 7 remake. I would be thrilled. I just want to see what they do with it if it were to ever happen.
Now, what other series do you think that they could be talking about? If it is another remake or a new retelling of a story?
I think Chrono would be a strong choice to come back. Chrono Break, they lost a trademark on it, but they're still, if you look Chrono up on Google, you'll just see a whole list of break IP, break this, break that. Tons of people are still talking about Chrono Break. Tons of people still want it. So that definitely would be a great choice. They could do another Vagrant story. They could do Final Fantasy Tactics, or they could do a new IP. IP would be great. There's nothing wrong with a new console.
I'd rather
IP.
see something brand new.
Yeah.
Just from scratch.
Yeah,
that's something I would want.
Definitely.
So.
We just had someone come on and say, "I'm gonna kill you."
The kid that said it was his birthday.
Oh.
Well, he said, "I'm gonna kill your mom, Drew M17."
Wow, Jesus. All right, that's pretty hard.
He's got nothing to do with this.
All right.
Anyway,
you're up. Go ahead.
So this is a little surprising.
What about Armored Core, Derek? What about it?
What about it?
What about
Shattered Edge would like to see some more from Vagrant Story.
Vagrant Story, yeah, it was a one-time deal. Vagrant Story came out very highly reviewed, very enjoyed from the consumers, of course, as well. But that was it.
Right.
Goodbye.
One and done.
Which is there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I mean, they made the story, they told their story, and
and it was Vagrant.
It was it. It was Vagrant.
Yes.
I don't know if I would say it was Vagrant, but
okay, go ahead.
Anyway, something that surprised me: DayZ will supposedly not be finished until the first half of 2016.
Yeah.
Despite how long they've been working on it. The standalone version of DayZ entered Steam Early Access almost a year ago. Alpha players have a very long time to wait until the game is actually finished. The game in development gets closer to completion. The game price will gradually increase from $29.99 from its current price, $29.99. By the end of 2015, when it's finished alpha testing, the game price will rise to $43.99, and then finally, when it does release, it will be $49.99.
Yeah.
So now, with all that said, there's nothing talked about for console version, including the PS4 version.
We know that the PS4 version is in production in some way, shape, or form because they talked about it at E3, but knowing that the PC standalone version is so far away, do you think that it's going to be a day-and-date release, or do you think they're going to...
Well, I don't know. I mean, we haven't heard anything, and I don't want to make any speculation, but my question is, at that point, are we going to give a shit anymore?
I know, right? That's a long ways away.
That's a long ways away. There's a lot of stuff coming out. There's a lot of stuff coming out that we don't even know about yet. Yeah. And now we have this game that,
And to be honest, I never gave a shit about DayZ. I feel like it's just one of those games like where it's been in alpha for so long that I've never had any hype towards it whatsoever. And I feel like that might be like detrimental like to alphas in general. Is I feel like if people have access to it, that's kind of like for instance, let's talk about like the Uncharted beta, for instance. Mm-hmm. Like I'll play the Uncharted beta before the game releases, and then when the game releases, I don't play the multiplayer.
Remember Uncharted 3? I actually played the multiplayer with you.
Yeah.
And then did you even touch Uncharted 3 multiplayer that came out?
Because I had my fill from playing it in the beta. It's like
and we did pretty well. We ran that pretty well.
So like the alpha, I feel like people are they're gonna have their fill by the time this game releases in 2016. Not even 2015, 2016. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me at all. Kristen, you're up with the final story.
Let's see if I can actually read.
Yeah, good luck.
Is it this one?
It's this one right here.
I don't know if I can handle this. I gotta whoa. Sony refunding Vena owners over deceiving ads. Sometimes I just can't read. Is that weird?
No,
yeah, a little bit.
It's just called dyslexia.
As As a result of misleading advertisements very early on in the PlayStation Vita campaign, early Vita adopters
Yep.
will be eligible for a partial refund. This is due to the settlement with the Federal Claim Commission, which charged that Sony's deceiving ads inaccurately
Represented.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Inaccurately represented the Vita's remote play and cross-save functionalities. Owners who purchased...
Oh my god.
I'm very uncomfortable at this point knowing that you read charts for medical exams.
No, it's just because I have a really bad headache in my brain.
Oh,
Okay, I'll read them from now on.
Did
then.
you see earlier? What was I doing upstairs?
Yeah, we can give it to Mark.
I can read.
Well,
Yeah, Mark
did
can
it.
read.
I have
Earlier-
eyes. I have eyes. I can read.
That part of
I'll
my
show
brain
you.
I can't tap into.
Here.
People probably think I'm the stupidest
What am I reading?
person alive. Oh my
What
god,
does that
I'm
even
not that
say? What?
stupid.
Odors.
Whoa.
Just say
Just start from the beginning.
I can't read this. What do you?
I hate all of you.
Let's go from odors.
Oh.
Owners who purchased their system prior to June 1st, 2012 are eligible to receive a partial refund from Sony in the form of $25 cash or credit or a $50 voucher for select video game merchandise or services. If you are one of these users, Sony will try to notify you via email, so keep an eye on your inbox.
No, I'm surprised
Check
you
your
didn't,
spam folders,
I'm
people.
surprised you didn't post more to this. But did you see why they actually got this claim settled against them? It was pretty interesting.
Okay.
Basically, because if you remember the first ads that came out,
Yeah.
it basically says take your games everywhere,
Yeah.
which you really couldn't. And it actually deceived me.
Sometimes
too.
you could, but not all.
Sometimes you
games.
could, but even the ones that you technically could, you had to buy another copy of that game. So that's actually the second part.
Yep.
Is that you had to buy a second copy of that game. And for instance, the one that they showed, there was two big issues. One of the games that they showed was I think at the time it was Killzone 3.
It was Call of Duty a lot too.
But they showed Killzone 3, and that wasn't even one of the games that you could take anywhere. So that was a big issue.
Mhm.
As well as MLB 13, they
Yep.
said that you could start your game and finish it later. Well, you
Yep,
couldn't.
you couldn't,
You had to
yeah.
finish your full game, and you can continue your road to the show.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Yeah.
So those were two big reasons. Did you get contacted yet?
No, I haven't. But I don't know if I got it that long ago. I actually don't remember if it was before June
I
of
thought you
2012.
got it almost right away.
I got it early, but I'm not sure I got it that early. I feel like I got it closer to
When did
Christmas
it
time.
release?
It released around June. It was they're pretty much giving this only to like launch people.
Which is surprising to me because
Yeah.
they kept with the advertising for at least 6 to 8 months. So I don't know why it was.
Thank you for the Twitch
So
heart,
weird.
guys, from Gravy Biscuits, Mike Gamer, Snorryman, Blank, Kaka, and
Hey, Kristen.
Samo.
Skip interrupt.
something? Samoan Terminator.
Skype.
Thank you so much.
Escape.
Skype.
I'm really losing it, man.
But yeah, guys, that's the end of our
Thanks.
second level update segment. Skype banner will go up in just a moment, and you're welcome to call in at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. We talk about anything gaming related, or if you'd rather talk in the chat room, please do that, and we'll try to acknowledge.
Green.
Yeah.
Yes, Kaka.
Do you think I could have like a serious medical problem?
It's possible. Is Fable
That was so casual, Drew. People
Gravy
have
Biscuits.
headaches all the time.
Is Fable Anniversary on
Yeah,
Xbox One or
so.
only 360? Only 360.
Yeah.
Fable Anniversary did not come to Xbox One.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. We talked about that many, many episodes ago. That was a long time ago. Thank you for the Twitch art once again. Restless Brain, false advertisement. Yeah, in a way, that's what they're saying with the Sony stuff, that it was
Right.
false advertising, and that's why they're paying back. Let's take this call from N. Minikin. Hey, N. Minikin, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's good?
What's good, man? What do you want to talk about tonight?
Alright, hold on. Let me mute my TV so I can better hear you.
Yeah, please do that. There you go.
Alright, hold on, just give me 1 minute. Okay, here we go.
Perfect.
Yes, so how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh,
Turkey Day.
I had a great Thanksgiving. I know we had a party too with all of our friends. Mike and Mark were there, of course, and
Yes.
it was a good time. But how about your guys' individual Thanksgivings? You had a good time?
I had a good time.
Yeah,
I got to spend it with my daughter for first time in a couple of years. And
Yeah.
I actually got to relax and I had to work retail. So.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. A ton of food.
Nice.
A bunch of family came over this year, which is good.
How about you, Dominican? You have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was nice, you know. I'm spending it with the girlfriend, so it was good. It was good.
Did you take advantage of Black Friday?
No, not really. There was nothing interesting in that I've seen in Black Friday.
So what are the holiday games that you're going to be playing though this year?
Zero, because to be honest, PlayStation 4 is really lacking on the games, so there's no games that's interesting me right now.
Okay, yeah, I mean, next year is when the big stuff's coming. But a lot of third-party stuff is good this year. I mean, if you're willing to do third-party, you got Far Cry, you've got Call of Duty, of course, you know.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
I played it before.
Yeah. I would strongly recommend Little Big Planet to anybody that's a Little Big Planet fan.
Dragon Age Inquisition, I hear, is really, really good. So
WWE, I know there's a lot of people that watch our show that enjoy WWE.
Heck, even possibly The Crew is looking pretty promising.
Definitely. So, I mean, I can understand that, though, in Dominican. Next year, you got The Witcher, you got The Order, you got Evolve, you got Batman Arkham Knight. So, I think next year is going to be the big times.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in again.
All right. Oh, wait, hold on. I got one question real quick. This may not be game related, but y'all see the new Star Wars teaser trailer?
We will be talking about that later on, man. Don't worry. We'll be showing the teaser. We'll be talking about it. We'll be ranting supposedly about it. So
I don't know about much.
so we'll definitely get there and maybe call in at that point.
All right, cool.
All right, see you later.
Thanks, dude.
All right, see you.
All right. We're gonna shut off Skype for now, guys, just because we're a little behind because of our delay.
Right, and we're gonna run a quick
What
commercial.
can we drink?
And also, quick commercial, guys. 60 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Now.
Yeah, shouldn't we pass out the drinks?
Once we get to the anniversary portion, that's when I figured we'd pass out the
Oh,
drinks.
that's what you mean by drinks. I thought you asked about commercial break.
Oh.
We're taking a commercial break if you need to, like, grab some water or something.
I do kind
To
of.
hydrate.
For the
I just need to bring down something. I'll be right
Whoa,
back.
this guy's back and he says, tell Drew that I'm going to blow up his house.
I don't see him.
Can you just ban him?
Okay, yeah.
I don't even see him.
Banned. I gave him a timeout before because I believe in redemption for individuals.
Andrew, now that guy wants to blow up our house.
Blow it up!
Do it.
That's alright, we have
All
insurance.
the lights.
Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah, and BMC is in a relationship with Nashville Girl.
Nashville Babe,
Nashville Babe.
also known as Anna.
They met on the show.
Yeah, on the
I
show
saw that develop.
and really hit it off.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
So good for them.
That's exciting.
We could have a Level Up Show marriage in the future.
Drew, you're getting way ahead of
I
yourself.
don't know. That's what they were talking about.
Just
Drew looks
because.
like
No, they went to me and they said that they hit it off that strongly.
Just because.
Drew wants to start his own
Married.
dating the Level Up date site.
That's gonna be our Wednesday night
Sites,
shows.
just
Wednesday
for
night?
marriage.
Yeah, Wednesday night will be our Level Up dating.
No, I'm
show.
going to be the host of that.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I think we're back. We're probably back by now, right? It's been 60 seconds.
Whoa, maybe. I don't know.
Guys, welcome back to the show.
What is the
Kristen, would you
best
mind taking down the
gaming
banner?
chair? I don't know. I don't have gaming chairs. I don't have a head either.
Guys, thank you for sticking in here.
Disembodied beard.
This is the Level Up Show, a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday, and we talk all the biggest gaming industry news. We're now up to 176 people in the room. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new, go to twitch.tv/Level Up Show. Heart us like that guy just did. Or if you're watching live from PlayStation, it's very easy to heart us by clicking the little heart button, and that means you'll get notifications when we go live. Also, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and add Mike and I on PSN. I'm Drew M1788. And Mike is Noob Guru. So we'll accept all requests after the show, and we will try to shout out all follows as well.
And no spoilers!
Yeah, please, no spoilers for Walking Dead. We haven't watched it yet. But thank you to Mr. Low-Key, Glockmeister, Stewbone, The Batman, I'm Teza, and Destruction. Thank you guys so much for the Twitch charts. Really appreciate those. Keep them coming throughout the night, and we will do our best to shout you out and show our appreciation.
Yeah. I feel like I know what happens in The Walking Dead now.
I haven't watched the last 3, so.
I'm not going to say it. I just feel like I know what happens.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, guys, please, we haven't watched The Walking Dead yet. If you would be courteous, do not post any spoilers in the chat room. But let's move on to our third level update segment. Level 5 will review RPG for PS4 at E3 2015. Thank you for all those Twitch hearts, guys. But we were kind of speculating that Level 5 would show off something at PlayStation Experience. Mm-hmm. It turns out during a live stream that they said it would actually be at E3. But there's still a lot to look forward to here. They worked on Ni no Kuni, which is on the screen right now, which is one of my favorite games of last generation. If you did not play a Japanese RPG last generation, this, in my opinion, is the one to play. Just phenomenal, open world, turn-based, Pokemon-esque battle system, just a ton of fun. So what's going to happen is that it's going to be White Knight Chronicles-esque is what they're saying, but even bigger and more epic. So that's really exciting. That doesn't mean it's going to be Ni no Kuni 2. It doesn't mean it's going to be White Knight Chronicles. Could be an entirely new IP. But Level 5 is a very strong developer. They worked on Rogue Legacy. They worked on Rogue Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy, and they also worked on Dark Cloud, which is a really great series if you guys never tried that out. So really you should be excited about this, and it sounds like it might be PS4 exclusive.
I'm just very surprised that it's taking it. They're going to wait till E3 to announce it.
Maybe PlayStation Experience is that packed. Maybe they just realize that they don't want to get bogged down in all the other news coming out of it. They want to.
You know what I really want to see out of Experience, just to sidetrack for a minute? I want to see more on Powers.
Okay, yeah. That's very soon, actually. I think it's this year, isn't it?
I thought it was beginning of next year.
Okay. Either way, it's very close. It's not far away at all.
Regardless, I really want to see more for it.
Yeah. You know, it looks promising. It doesn't look bad. It's not like... It doesn't look like it has a high budget of something you see on Netflix, but it still looks good.
No, but I like the gritty style that they're taking. Let it go. Keep going.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So, but we talked about PlayStation Plus, so now Xbox Games from Gold. This is actually the first time in a while I've liked something that you got for free from Games for Gold. This is Worms, was it Battleground? This is what they call it. I've always been a huge Worms fan, so this is a great thing. Xbox One owners can take solace if they get something good. Now, the other ones that you get for 360 are the Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief, which is this right here.
I heard it's not bad. I heard it's decent. It's not something I've heard of, to be honest
I've never heard anything about it.
But from what I'm hearing online from people that have seen and played it, it's pretty good.
Good. Is it one of the downloadable titles, or?
That is the first half of the month for 360.
Right. Is it downloadable?
What?
No, I
Spoiler.
I'm so mad. My eyes are tearing up. I am so mad. What?
Spoiler?
Yes!
Then why would you read the whole thing?
It was 2 words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. I'm gonna ban you outright for that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna even know. I'm not gonna. I didn't.
Oh,
that was a new guy.
It was a new person that just came in and said it.
That sucks. I'm gonna try and not look at the chat room right now.
You can't see it.
Okay, it got deleted. Sorry to anybody else who got spoiled by that. That's really unfortunate. I'm glad I wasn't looking, but it sucks for Kristen, of course, that did say it. That really sucks. But I'm guessing somebody dies. 2 words, person dies. I'm guessing. So that really sucks. All right, get away from that though. But the final game was
SSX.
SSX,
You know, that reboot that wasn't really
from like 2011.
Good from a couple years ago.
But they're splitting them off.
Microsoft, like 2 games for PS4 2 months in a row.
Yeah.
And 1 game that it's a good game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Worms.
But it's the same quality as your lesser priced out of the 2. So I just don't know what they're doing. It's
Maybe they just haven't built the relationship yet that Sony has through PlayStation Plus. Maybe it just takes time for them to get to that point. They started it a few years later than Sony did, so maybe it just takes time for them to catch up with the relationships. And they've had months where they've had really good games. It's just every so often they have not so great games. And this is one of those months where the 360 especially is not really blown any minds, and the Xbox One is 1 game. So hopefully they improve over time. I'll let Mark read this, Kristen, since I think you're upset right now.
Yeah, and I have a raging headache.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In, like, this part of my brain.
So we are going...
Yo, go ahead.
So Hideo Kojima will debut Metal Gear Online at the Game Awards.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Wow.
I'm very
Check out
excited.
the video.
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is the old Metal Gear Online here. This is from Metal Gear Solid 4. We haven't seen any footage of Metal Gear Solid 5s yet.
This is highly anticipated, though.
Yeah.
Award show producer Jeff Keighley tweeted out, "Next Friday night, I'm honored at Hideo Kojima will join us at the Game Awards to world premiere Metal Gear Online. Metal Gear Solid 5's multiplayer feeds off of the single-player campaign. The mother base is central with every soldier, scientist, and equipment you collect in single-player transferring over to the multiplayer as well. The mode takes you on a tower defense-style mechanic. You will need to build up defenses on your mother base because other players will be capable of infiltrating to steal your troops. Objects like tripwires, turrets, and UAVs can be placed down to guard against this. None of this has been shown outside of closed doors, but we all get our first glimpse on December 5th.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this.
Save the date.
What was that?
Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday. This is the Game Awards, Friday the 5th of December. And what's really cool about this, in my opinion, it was actually developed in America. This was developed on the West Coast in America, and a lot of people were not so fond of that because they think that the entire game should be developed in Japan. But I think they noticed that online multiplayer, those kind of things, and it makes more sense. It appeals more to Western audiences. They decided to have it developed in Konami's Western studios.
Right.
So I think that was a good idea, in my opinion. I hope it works out very well for them.
I know you played some of the from 4. Did you like it?
Yeah, it's a good time. It's not something I spent like. You're
not big on multiplayer in general.
I probably spent like a good 10 hours with it, but it's not something that really appealed to me. But Tower Defense, that sounds pretty cool.
It sounds a little bit more like an in-depth version of Clash of Clans.
Well, what's cool about it is that it merges with the single player. Everything you do in the game, the troops you collect, the scientists, the weapons you develop, that all transfers over to your online mode and the mother base that you have to keep defended. And that's really cool. And you can obviously, if other people can infiltrate you, I have to imagine you can infiltrate them.
I'm sure.
I think it sounds really cool. It's a great idea. It kind of reminds me of a Last of Us twist on multiplayer. You know what I mean? It's like it's not what you expected out of Metal Gear Online. It's like team deathmatch, all this kind of stuff. No, like, that's not what it is. Oh,
which is
I would hope so.
This is going to be the first Metal Gear game I ever buy, though.
Man, I feel bad for you in a lot of ways.
I just never started with it from the beginning. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I understand. All right, let's try and take one call, guys, on Skype. Kristen will put the banner up for you, but it is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces. So I'll sign back in, so you're welcome to call in, and we can talk about anything gaming related. There you go, guys. In the meantime, we'll of course go to the chat room, and as
PS Plus getting a price raise, because a lot of people are.
It did in other countries. It hasn't yet in America, and we don't know for sure that it will. But I would imagine that at some point it probably will get a price raise.
I'm going to say you're going to see a price raise when you see new services.
Okay.
Maybe when PlayStation View comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And also, of course, thank you to Destruction, Dead Buffalo, Gunny Ox, Kick Flip Shoes, Chris33, Mr. Peach, Burr, Beefcake Thug, I'm Nightmare, Mr. Subs, and Clady Clad. And let's take this call from Ryan, one of our favorite callers. Hopefully. Hey, Ryan, welcome back to the show.
Hi.
It's nice to hear from you again, man.
Good. Sorry, I'm just making ice cream as talking to you guys.
Making it like you're getting the milk and the sweetener.
I'm just putting it in the bowl.
Oh, okay. I was saying, like, wow, you're pretty talented.
How was your Thanksgiving, Ryan?
Good.
Nice. Get anything for Black Friday? Anything like that?
No, my parents aren't really Black Friday shoppers.
Ah, gotcha.
Well, he got enough stuff for his birthday.
Yeah, you got a lot for your birthday. How are you enjoying that?
Yeah, it's actually great. I got the Destiny expansion pack today.
Oh, did that come out today?
Well, you can buy it and then get ready for next Tuesday.
Okay, cool. Very cool. How are you liking Destiny so far?
I love it.
Very nice. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I always like when I hear people like Destiny and they're enjoying it. That's good. I'm glad that you're liking it, man. What else are you playing?
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure, man.
Is there any previous news on Gran Turismo?
We know that it's probably coming out 2016 now. Most likely, there's a possibility for end of 2015, but that's pretty slim. And what's crazy about it actually is Kazunori said originally that he thought it could release in 2014. So I have no idea what he was thinking there, but he rectified that recently in an interview, saying that it's still a long ways away, and they want to make sure that this one really hits all the marks on what people are expecting, especially coming off of Forza and stuff like that. So you've got a while to wait.
Yes, my brother's a big driver fan, so his expectations, he says, are very low since Gran Turismo 6 was a big dump.
Yes, that's what I hear, and I've never played it, but I know that 5 was very enjoyable, and then 6 came around, and people did not enjoy it at all.
Stuff.
So hopefully this one remedies that. I hope your brother enjoys it.
Yeah. So,
all right, man. Enjoy your ice cream.
Thank you.
What kind?
Bye.
See you later.
Ice cream.
Ask him in the chat room.
What's his name?
Tell us what ice cream you're eating.
Or also, his name in the chat room is Mayanites. Mayanite in the chat room, if you want to ask him what his ice cream is that he's eating. Guys, I think that's probably going to be it, just so we stay on time. Derek called. Let's call Derek back real quick.
Everybody else
we
there.
don't have that much, like, the topic of the week is going to be...
And we kind of caught up, actually. We've been moving pretty quick. So we'll try and call Derek back here. Hopefully. If not, Derek, just call back after our next level update segment.
Vanilla ice cream.
And Maya Knight just said hi. Oh, and vanilla. Cool. Very cool. Ryan was doing a B&E. It says Bus. Hey, Derek, how you doing, man?
What's B&E?
Breaking in
and
there.
entering.
You're coming.
There you go.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, this is weird because
Hello,
I was
Professor Xavier.
doing the whole TV thing with the Xbox and it came up on the side, so...
Confusing. Xbox is very confusing.
It is.
So what's going on, man?
Oh my god, happy 50th, first of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, guys.
You're welcome.
Happy 50th episode and also 1 year anniversary, if you guys didn't know. So that's really cool for us.
Yeah, it
Supposed to
is.
acknowledge it.
You should be very, very proud of yourselves.
I'm never proud of myself.
We're proud that we made it this far, and we're proud of you guys for sticking around with us.
Oh boy. Okay. So, quite recently, I was out Black Friday shopping and everything.
Sure.
And I was thinking of what games to get, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should get Far Cry and all that stuff. But, and then as soon as I got to the counter, I'm like, wait a minute. Since Ubi has had a bunch of online issues, microtransactions, yada, 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 yada. And so, over the past recent events, I kind of feel as though my trust in Ubisoft has really diminished.
Sure.
And I was just kind of wondering what you think could be their path back to people's favor. As
You want to take this?
I mean, I feel similar to him. Ubisoft was probably one of the only few companies you and I both had a lot of faith
In the
of
AAA
it.
range,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, even like companies like Square Enix that have been doing a lot of things that's been screwing up. Ubisoft was one of those companies that you and I both agreed was, between them and Rockstar, they're the only two publishers that we really could.
Yeah, I feel like they usually delivered at least a quality project, a polished project, a product.
Something unique usually.
Yeah.
They stepped outside the bounds, and they're still doing that. The problem is they're also now pushing the same franchises to the extreme. They're getting very money hungry. So
And then there's things like Uplay, someone just said just needs to die. That's another thing. Uplay, people are very frustrated with stuff like Uplay. And all the ones like Origin, people don't like having these
and you know
external
what sucks
things.
is if they actually worked well and they were integrated better and they were smooth and fluid, that would be one thing. But they're not. They're really not. So as far as getting back in the good graces of gamers, I don't know at this point.
The Division is what I would say. Get the Division perfect out next year for the holidays and have it polished to the nth
Or
degree.
even if it's not the Division, show that you have the decency to release a quality title and let it take its time. I don't care if I hear about something being delayed a few times. Now, if it gets to like 7-8 times, I'm going to have a problem. But if it gets delayed past two times, 3 times, I'm okay with that because I'd rather see that out of something like Assassin's Creed Unity that was so buggy that they should have taken another 3 or 4 months to make.
Something that Inuyasha said they're doing as an apology is they're giving some free games to people that got the the season pass.
Did you put that
for
in
Assassin's Creed? No, I didn't.
Now, I want to talk about that for a second.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I'm surprised you didn't put that in here. So, for those that don't know, if you bought Assassin's Creed and you were unhappy with it, well, Ubisoft is taking care of you by, extending their hand out and offering an olive branch by giving you free DLC. What I think is a slap in the face, but it's good to some people, is that if you already bought the DLC or the season pass, you get a free game of your choosing, including Far Cry, which just came out, and a few other titles. Now,
what?
Yeah. Now, to me, that's a slap in the face to people that just bought the game. Because here I am, waiting to see how good the game's going to be, so I pay $60 for it. But somebody else who paid an extra $30 gets something that's another $60 on top of the $30 purchase. That, to me, is bullshit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I feel like they could have done a little bit more. But, I mean, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, they're trying in some ways. And hopefully another thing they can do is fix the Assassin's Creed issues.
Mm-hmm.
If that means downgrading the graphics, if that means lowering it from 5,000 people on screen to 3,000, whatever you got to do, get the frame rate solid and get rid of the glitches.
Go back to the Ubisoft we used to know and don't make partnerships with one company. Be more universal like you were.
Okay.
Remember when Ubisoft, we gave them a lot of respect because they were one of the only companies going from trying to help out the Wii U?
Yeah. Definitely.
And
they abandoned that.
Yeah, I understand why they abandoned that. But at the same time, it's like now they're trying to get in the back pockets of certain companies, and I don't like that.
Okay. How about you, Derek? What do you think they can do to get in the good graces of their fans or their ex-fans?
I don't know. It's just to me that I really want the word of mouth to be good.
Okay.
And once that word of mouth kind of translates, I believe then it will come back to me and be like, oh, okay, you fixed some stuff.
Sure.
And I mean, as a person who picked up Unity, I was kind of really angry about that. And even when it came to the story, I was angry about that. There was a lot of stuff I was angry with Unity, but I guess I was happy I got the face melting glitch, which was amazing. So.
God, that creeped the shit out of me.
That's a great meme too as well.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, that could be another thing. No more face melting.
Kristen's got a question for you.
Sure thing. Go ahead, Kristen.
Derek, is Champ there?
Oh, I see what you're going for.
I don't even know what I'm going for. Your fans want to know.
Well then, that question will be answered this Sunday night.
Okay, all right. There you go, guys. That question will be answered.
Plus, he knows it, and I'll send you a link to it somewhere down the road.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Derek.
You're welcome. See you around.
See ya. Oh man, I love that guy. He's the best. All right, we're gonna take the Skype banner down, guys. For now.
Everybody's saying. Plus is like, so Mike is still the alpha male after being drew up, and then someone else said Mike has sausages in his pocket.
I saw a few comments on that question. Some people said Naughty Dog is the only AAA developer they now trust. Some people said that Origin is actually not so bad, but Uplay is very intrusive.
No, Origin's actually not that bad. The problem is Origin is trying to be very much like Steam, and Steam is already the best Steam out there. They don't need another one.
Sure.
So Origin actually isn't nearly as bad as I would actually rank it up there.
Okay. Let's move on to our final level update segment, guys. Let's talk about PlayStation experience a little more, because every week for the last 3 weeks we've had a little bit of updates on speculation and rumors and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue off of that real quick with what I've heard this week on NeoGAF, of course. So first off, David Jaffe is probably going to be there, and supposedly he's showing off his new game.
Twisted Metal?
No, probably not.
Saying that it's not Twisted Metal, but it's really Twisted Metal?
Who knows? But we're almost at 250. I'll do Pterodactyl Andrew at 250. But it's a small team. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah. Don't expect any AAA major thing like God of War. It's going to be a small 15-person team is what we're hearing, but it will be action adventure is what we're also hearing. That's great news. I would like to get him back to that. As much as Twisted Metal is cool, I've never been a big fan of that. I'm glad that he went back to that for one game, but it didn't do well.
No.
So now he gets to try out action adventure again. He said it for some reason. He responded to certain comments saying that it doesn't have anything to do with ghosts or supernatural stuff. I don't know how that came about, but sounds like it's not going to be in that direction. And then also, insiders on GAF have been private messaging people. There's been this thing going around of people knowing one big thing that's coming next week. And all people will say is that it's going to crash GAF 100% for sure, and that it's also going to be very rage-inducing for some people. What that implies to me is a seemingly multi-platform game going exclusive to PlayStation, at least timed exclusive.
Right.
So which would you think that would be?
I see one that you wrote down.
Yes.
And that would be the most entertaining to me.
It would be a Fallout, for sure.
Yes. Quite one as such. Oh my God! Can you imagine if? I mean, think about it. We've heard a lot about Fallout in recent times. We thought that there was something coming up for it at E3 or any of the other ones. We didn't hear anything about it. So can you imagine if they come out and reveal that Fallout 4 is a town exclusive for PS4?
To be honest with you, I think an even bigger deal would be Mass Effect.
You think so?
Yes, because Mass Effect started 1 and 2 as an Xbox exclusive game.
Right.
That is very much tied to the Xbox. And even though, 3 and stuff came to PlayStation, it still performed much better on Xbox. It sold much better, almost 2-1, I think, because it just has allegiances there. Kind of in the same way that Metal Gear Solid, even though it came out on other systems, it performs better, much better on PlayStation. Like Ground Zeroes was over 2-1. It was like 2.5-1 on PlayStation.
Now, what would you do if it was Half-Life?
Oh, I didn't even think of that, but if it's Half-Life,
that's
duck
not gonna
and
happen.
cover. Duck and cover.
Well, that's what
that would never happen.
Oh my God.
That would be wow. I don't even know what to say. That would be wow.
Are we sure it's a game?
No, not necessarily. No, we don't know for sure that it's a game.
Okay.
But it seems like that's what it's going to be. But all I'm reading is that it's going to crash GAF, and a lot of people are saying crash GAF. Crash Bandicoots
Right.
coming back to Sony.
Which would be great.
That would be amazing. I honestly don't think it would sell big numbers, but it would be a great thing for Sony to do.
Especially for the 20th anniversary.
Yes.
That's the other thing you gotta remember. Exactly. Which is why, realistically, let's get grounded again for a second. I do think that's actually what it's going to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna put a lot of my eggs in that one basket. I'm gonna put about 90% of my
So are you thinking that they bought back the IP, or that they're paying Activision to develop a game in the Crash Bandicoot series?
I think they're actually paying them because I think they're gonna want to see how it does, and if it's something that they feel people are going to invest a little bit more money into, they'll buy the IP back again. And
some chat room predictions. Somebody said, how about Titanfall 2, PS4 exclusive? That would be wild, but
Halo
I'm very
5 on
unlikely.
PS4.
Yeah, not happening.
That's not happening because it's actually 343.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. It would be a good grab, but I don't think it would be. I don't think it would crash gas.
I don't think I saw this, but I did see the developer. What would you do if it was Red Dead?
Ooh, man, another big one. One I don't think would happen, but that would also be a huge grab for Sony, for sure. We still have Agent that has been just dead in the water for a very long time. Maybe they finally re-reveal Agent, or the game that should not be named. Would that crash gas?
Shut up.
Maybe. All right, but that's enough for that right now. Be excited for PlayStation Experience, guys. It sounds like it's going to be a big show, and there's going to be a lot shown off there, and some big announcements, supposedly. Probably 2 or 3 big announcements. So go ahead, Mike, with the next story.
So, Microsoft fans, rejoice. We've now we've seen something from the market research that shows Xbox One outsold the PS4 on Black Friday.
Yes.
This makes me happy, and I think it makes a lot of people happy. I think you can even be happy about this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The Xbox One supposedly had 53% of the market share. Mm-hmm. So for those that don't know what market share is, that means out of all the available consoles or availability of one item or one specific thing available on the market, the percentage of how much of that particular one is divvied up. So,
thank you for the Twitch chart, and also, real quick, Chris Tucker said Doom 4 would be another cool one.
It would be interesting.
That would be interesting, yeah. So another good one there.
But they got 53% of the market share, which is great. So they got over half of all the consoles, and that includes PlayStation 4, which supposedly has 31%. Xbox 360, which surprisingly has 9% in comparison to the Nintendo Wii U, which gets a paltry 6%.
Yeah.
And the PS3 getting 1%.
Yeah.
Paltry, I like that. Nice word.
Now, one thing I do want to say real quick, and I don't know what this means. These exact people, Info Scout, also did this last year, and they showed the Xbox One selling twice as well last year on Black Friday as well. So.
Does Microsoft just do better deals
I'm not sure
on
what
Black
that
Friday?
means. Maybe. It's
Maybe.
possible.
I mean, look at the bundles that they had this year.
Yeah, they had amazing bundles. They really did.
Honestly, I saw them and I was like, oh, geez, this is tempting. Especially compared to bundles I saw that were offered by Sony, which weren't really... I didn't see any specials offered by Sony.
No,
not really too much.
I mean, there was a bundle, then they haven't done a bundle really yet. I mean, they've done a couple.
It's a great bundle.
Like this.
I mean, an
so
excellent
bundle.
bundle.
Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Which is actually really good.
Those are 2 Game of the Year remasters.
Yeah.
So that's a great bundle. And on top of that, Walmart did an online one for $4.50. You got PS4 with Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto, but you also got 2 games of your choice on top of that.
Under a certain price.
Under a certain price, but that was $450 for that. So that was a very good one. That sold out very quickly. I went for it. I didn't get it, but I did get my PS4 at Target, and I will say that there was probably like 10 left. I would say.
Mm-hmm. So I mean,
and Xbox One was sold out.
In general, though, yeah, Xbox One was sold out almost everywhere. Yeah. And I'm happy about this. I mean, they need something to kick them. And even though a lot of people in the chat are very pro PS4 or pro Sony, I mean, I'm very neutral to both. I think that one company sometimes makes poor choices in comparison with the other.
Yeah.
They both do though in general. But I enjoy seeing it and go in Microsoft's favor for once.
Yeah. We had a commenter, Robot1986, said his thought was most buyers already have a PS4.
Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing.
Probably contributed a lot to
it's very possible.
Xbox.
Real quick, before you read the last story, Mark, thank you to Dallas 19, Adrian Dude, Life of Brian, Rocket Zombie, 1983 Cabbage, Suburban Commando, Bishop G, Aaron Clark, C. Will, Heartland Media, I'm sorry. It's me, Ben Over, Mikhail Chan. We also had Herd 1333, Desno, and finally Roman Slim Slam. And those were all Twitch hearts there, guys. A good dozen Twitch hearts. So please, guys, if you haven't yet, it's very easy to follow us now. We're also at 272. I will do Pterodactyl Andrew real quick.
I'll tell you, yeah.
But guys, Thank you so much for all the Twitch charts. It's very easy now to follow us at twitch.tv/levelupshow, where you can also subscribe. Anybody who has a +1 badge in the chat room, they are subscribers to the Level Up Show. Or if you're watching live from PlayStation right now, very easy. Just click that little heart button, and you will become a Twitch follower, which means you get notifications whenever our shows go live. We're above 250 now. Thank you so much. Pterodactyl Andrew. I don't know where Kristen is. She's not feeling well.
So that happened.
Oh my god. And even though Twitch art. Is Kristen okay? Let me check.
So,
Go ahead.
Chief of Xbox One in Japan resigns following abysmal sales. How long until he commits seppuku?
Why did we put the bad news before the good news?
Yeah. Oh well, we're gonna end off with a bad Xbox news.
Damn it.
Xbox One might be making a comeback in America, but it's still performing just as poorly as ever in Japan. With sales sitting around 38,500, the console has only moved approximately 15,000 units after the first 4 launch days. In comparison, Xbox 360 sold over 75,000 units in its first 2 days. As a result, the chief of Xbox One in Japan, Takashi Sensui, has resigned and relocated to the U.S. headquarters. He has been replaced by Takahashi Minami, who previously spent 25 years at PlayStation. Will he be able to turn things around? I don't know.
I mean, it's good news for them. I mean, he did very well.
Japan's always been a hard market for Microsoft, though.
It is, and you know what it is? It's a lack of Japanese-themed games. You gotta remember, Sony has some good games. There's a lot of games that we just don't even get over here in the West, so we're a little bit ignorant as far as that goes. We do get some like Persona, which has been phenomenal over there. Games like Ni no Kuni, stuff like that. That again, we don't really either pay attention to a lot over here in the States, or just don't even know about because they're only Japanese.
They were never localized.
Whereas Microsoft is obviously a U.S. built company, and a lot of their stuff they know that they're playing towards not only the U.S. but a lot of England. That's a big.
Mark, will you read off those Twitch charts real quick? We got a few.
We got a couple rehearts from people, but I know you, so I'm not gonna read them. Stop doing that. We got Fire Z Missiles, Dreaded Coffee, Cigar Lover 75, Zelmov, Mr. Popo 8302, El Santo 2K14, Barnett 6969, Optic Killshoot, Roman Slim Slam, Desno 787, Herd 1333, Mikhail Chan 84, and that's it.
Okay, very cool.
We got I Am Pasco.
Okay, thank you guys so much for the Twitch hearts. Keep them coming. We will shout you out if we get the chance. Let's move on to our next segment real quick.
Kristen, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. What really matches my joysticks this week with Mark.
I feel like we should probably play those trailers.
It's about to come on the screen right now.
Then we need to talk about them.
I'm gonna keep I have the Jurassic World trailer silent. I'm gonna let that play in the background. You can talk about Jurassic World while Star Wars. I have it. We're gonna play the Star Wars trailer because I feel like that needs to be played. But go ahead, talk about Jurassic World and what you think about this movie segment this week.
Yeah, we watch movies here. Everybody likes movies.
No.
When is this?
It's about to start.
It's about to. Okay.
5, 4,
what
3,
the
2,
fuck
1.
are you thinking by opening this? You're still trying at this park? It's been 20 freaking years. Granted, the story for the park or for the movie goes that the park has been open and running successfully for 10 years. Okay. But because the attendance is declining, they decide to make a new show-stopping attraction, i.e. a new killer monster dinosaur to bring people in. This could only lead to bad things.
This could only be good.
We've learned so much about
Interruption.
genetics.
What do you think they hybrided?
Bad decisions. I
think it's gonna be a T-Rex and a raptor, and it's just gonna be like, why would you do that?
Like, this is the worst. It's a really smart, really powerful dinosaur. Holy shit.
See, that's not as bad as what they could have done.
This is just a bad idea from the get-go. Who greenlit this idea?
I have no idea.
It's not a matter of like, hey guys, let's build the tallest roller coaster. Hey, it doesn't run properly. Congratulations, we can't murder people. This is something that would eat you.
And can I just say real quick, too, that why did you start the trailer with a joke? with like a stupid, dumb joke.
Right.
Like, really? Like, is that the vibe you wanted to give off at the very beginning of
Very
the Jurassic World trailer? A hokey joke?
Like when you go back to the original one, like it's like you have a lot of respect for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this I can't, like, it's gonna be a popcorn flick for me. I can't even.
We'll see. Trailers get put together by shitty producers. The movie's being executive produced by Steven Spielberg. I don't think it'll be terrible, but just like the premise from the outset is how do you let things get this bad?
At least he comments on it. He said you probably shouldn't have done that. When the guy says we
and I love that line. And it's very self-aware.
I like the very like
you made a bigger, more dangerous dinosaur. You probably.
I like the very like hickish manly man they're making Chris Pratt into in this movie.
I don't know if he's
very different role for that.
I don't know if he's hickish or like burly.
And lastly, let's talk about that. Why is he riding with raptors? Are they now?
I think
like,
so. Here,
have we trained them?
Maybe over the 10 years we trained them.
We trained them, and they're going to actually help take down the dinosaur. Now imagine this. Imagine if they did it with a raptor and a pterodactyl.
Imagine.
Okay.
If the T-Rex from the original Jurassic Park comes back.
That's actually supposedly the hero of the movie that he actually helps kill the.
We're guessing at it.
Right.
Concept art had a T-Rex with scarring down the side of the raptor track, but that was concept art.
Okay.
We don't know. There's not like any screenshots or any like stills of models or something from the movie.
This is what happens when a movie stops following a book, says Iron Man.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is just a bad idea.
Yeah. And now, the other awesome trailer this week, but in a better way, in my opinion.
Alright, so other trailer, yeah.
Let's check this out, guys, and we'll let the audio actually play for this one.
I thought it
has been an awakening
at the beginning.
Have you felt it? The dark side and the light.
Now, supposedly a lot of people thought Benedict Cumberbatch was the voice. Supposedly it's Andy Serkis.
Yes.
That's what we're hearing.
Yep.
But elephant in the room, crossguard lightsaber. Let's talk about it. Everyone wants to talk about the crossguard lightsaber, why it's dumb. Okay, does everybody here think the crossguard lightsaber is dumb?
I think it could be executed better. We'll see how. Okay, let me put it this in perspective a little bit here, because I know like the overwhelming majority is, oh, this crossguard lightsaber is stupid. Remember when Darth Maul was first revealed and he had the double-bladed lightsaber and everybody's like, this is stupid, he's gonna cut himself in half. He did get cut in half. He didn't cut himself in half. We need to see this in action. And I don't believe that they're gonna make it really dumb. Like, suspension of disbelief here for a second. These people are able to predict where a laser blast is going to come from and go to and deflect it, so I don't think he's going to cut his own hand off.
The one thing I'm thinking is like maybe like you have one of those scenes where like they're both like have their lightsabers like this and they're like pushing it closer and closer.
Yeah, but I thought that. But when you look at it, there's like this much space that's actually the physical metal.
Yeah.
So it would cut right through that.
Okay.
Like it's not two lasers that are meeting like this.
Yeah.
There's metal right here.
Yeah.
So the lightsaber would cut through that if they're locking lightsabers.
It would have to come in contact with that area, but yeah,
right. So if it's in a notch, what you're saying is that
no. What I was thinking is like if you're holding them against each other, like you could push them closer, and the little beam could hurt the person if you get closer and closer.
You mean like
yeah?
Okay, yeah.
That was one way I could think about it. I'm sure they'll find out cool ways to use it. But more than anything, guys, I think it's fan service. The crossguard lightsaber has been in the extended universe for a very long time. It's in the books and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a little bit of fan service. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I like it.
And the Sith has always been a more theatrical version of a Jedi.
Absolutely.
And
very vain.
Yeah, and if you look at IGN pointed this out, I thought it was really cool. If you look at the saber itself, it's much more violent. Look at the beam; it's not smooth. It's very like jagged and jittery. Like I feel like that's almost intentional by them. Like
this could be an ancient evil. So
which is what a lot of people thought the name of the movie would be, an ancient evil. To be like a play on.
I really don't like how they put the title of the movie in between Star Wars. That just doesn't talk about.
And getting rid of episode.
Like it. Right. Honestly, it looked kind of like somebody threw it together in Microsoft Word.
Right.
Like it looked really bad.
Says the graphic designer.
Yeah.
No, at first, and I'm not gonna lie, and and I think a lot of people saw that. But at the beginning, when you first see, I can't remember the actor's name.
The British actor, the black kid.
And I'm like, what the fuck is Kevin Hart doing in this?
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was getting pumped. Again, because there were so many of them going around. But actually, I mean, I think that when you actually go back and look at it, obviously he was undercover doing kind of like the whole...
the rumors are saying that he actually was a stormtrooper. But we'll have to wait and see if he's in disguise or if he's actually a stormtrooper.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
Because the stormtroopers are Jango Fett.
No, that changes by the time of the original trilogy. They're no longer just Jango. They also hire.
It's been a long time. Yeah, well, it's an empire. They can recruit.
They're not all Jango anymore.
They should they should want to recruit.
Yeah, so that it would be fine in that regard. If that's your complaint, then that's okay. They've rectified that throughout the time. Saying that Jango is no longer every stormtrooper. But one thing I will say is at least he's really going for that original trilogy feel. Yeah. He's got the dirtiness, the grittiness, everything's not ultra clean.
He's big on practical effects though, which is the greatest thing. It's not like, let's just put some stormtroopers on some lizards over here and over here. I did see the recut trailer.
That's unbelievable.
Who put that on?
I wish I knew.
I should have played that too.
Did you see it?
That is unbelievable that they got that together that quickly.
That's so
but
funny,
it was so easy to do because George Lucas is such a fuck
up. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, that was great.
That was so bad.
All right, that's enough of off gaming topics. Real quick, let's move on to a quick.
We got a spoiler in the room again
for Walking Dead.
No, for Star Wars. He told everybody that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Really?
Oh no!
You got
Oh god! Come on now, guys. All right, on the spot, I got a question for you guys. Real quick one.
Ooh.
Let's take a family-friendly series, right?
No.
What family-friendly game series would you like to see reinvented as a mature series? A mature-rated series?
First one that comes to mind, especially with all the images that have been
This is to you guys too, guys, in the chat room. Let us know.
I don't know if you've seen them. I think you have, but the Pokemon series.
Pokemon?
Imagine like a dark, very, very dark Pokemon series.
Animal Crossing.
Because there's such assholes in that game anyway.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Why did I not think about this?
That would be a good one.
Like games like that, like Harvest Moon, like how would you make that mature?
Yeah, I know.
That would be great to see. That or Pikmin.
Now, an obvious choice, and I'm not saying I want like blood and gore and all that, but I think it would be cool to see a more mature take on Zelda. I know that it goes against what a lot of people want. Little Big Planet. But I'm not saying like blood and gore and all that kind of stuff, but more like Demon Souls type monsters and like really scary stuff in the Zelda universe.
What would you do with like a
Metal
Gear Solid style Mario where you have to actually rescue the princess?
That would be awesome. I mean, we've had Super Mario RPG, which was excellent back in the day, taking some genres and mixing them.
Animal Crossing mature.
But we got
Princess was dead the whole time. What a twist.
Viva Pinata. We got Banjo. We got TMNT. The real answer is Zelda. Beyond Good and Evil. Pac-Man. Dora. Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, Pac-Man. Can you imagine him? It's like this like big giant floating green monster.
Well, have you seen the Pac-Man? Like disturbing Pac-Man?
Oh yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah,
I've seen
really
good.
good.
I love those.
Yeah, those are.
That's why I said the Pokemon because I love that one.
What was the other one? Banjo. Yeah, Banjo would be interesting. That'd be kind of like Conker's Bad Fur Day, but they would just do it with Banjo instead.
Yeah. Did you say Donkey Kong?
No, someone else did.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
Henry DJP.
I feel like what you got in that regard is you just got another Conker's Bad Fur Day type game, probably.
Right.
Just like very crude sense of humor.
I want to see his Animal Crossing.
That would be unbelievable.
Like, can you imagine if one of the things you're able to do is like light a bag of shit on someone's doorstep in the game, and just like hide in the bushes and watch and wait, and then come out and start cursing?
Stand on your porch and like spray people with a hose.
Master Rage just said Jack and Daxter. Another one that we've never had. We've never had a mature Final Fantasy. And I was always hoping that Versus 13/15 would go into the mature territory.
Oh my god, Gardening Mama.
Gardening Mama, awesome.
Or
Mature
Mama.
Kirby.
Kirby sucking up some
God.
other things, I guess.
You just like, shit them out the entire time.
Oh my god, that would be terrible.
That's more like Yoshi.
Oh my god.
Sucking things in and shitting them out.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Toe Jam and Earl was already kind of
Like, it was
weird.
borderline.
Yeah, that was a weird game.
It was like the Ren and Stimpy of second
Mini
games.
dog fighting in Animal Crossing. That's awful.
What do you say?
Really good. Minigame dog fighting.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, not even that. Nintendo fighting.
Oh man. Alright. Thank you guys for all your comments. I
It's
thought that
like,
was good.
it's like a Digipat, where you make a battle.
Oh my god, we are right on time.
There's like you can get like a special downloadable character of Michael Vick.
Okay, guys, sorry that we were ignoring calls for a little while there, but we're about to talk about calls now. We're moving into. I wish Kristen was down here. Let me see if she's okay. I want you guys just fill some time for a second since we're about to move into the anniversary.
Earthworm Jim was really creepy though. Like I don't know. That was
Says
maybe a little
Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh wait, no.
Earthworm Jim actually would be great as a mature title because it was like already bordering that line. But you know what? I think that's actually what I liked about it. Is that I like things that border the line of mature, but they aren't actually mature.
Digimon.
Yeah.
Bundler 2014. Do you ever talk about good games? There are no good games.
Apparently not.
All games are bad all the time.
Negative Nancy.
Farming Simulator.
Farming Simulator.
Or like Farming Accident.
Oh my god.
Simulator.
Okay, so like let's say you had a mature like Farming Simulator or like Harvest Moon. What would make it mature?
A what?
Like a mature Farming Simulator or a mature Harvest Moon. Would you like grow like demon vegetables?
You turn it into like a horror story instead, where it's a serial killer movie.
A serial killer movie?
Yeah,
like Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Explain.
No, like Farming Simulator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd never played Harvest Moon, so
okay.
I don't know how we would make that mature. No, but I'm saying like Farming Simulator. Okay, well I'm on a tractor. Oh god,
Kristen's coming down.
My tractor ran me the fuck over.
So if you had a game like Animal Crossing or like Harvest Moon or Farming Simulator, how would you make that mature?
I mean, Animal Crossing, I feel like it's something you could definitely
right. But what about like Harvest Moon or someone said Farming Simulator?
I honestly have no idea for
like
that.
I thought that you would like grow like demon crops and then like go in and fade other people's farms and stuff like that.
Evan Hare just said Dark Cloud is a mature farming simulator.
True.
Kind of in a way, but not mature. It's teen, but I get what it means. Let's move on, guys, though, because okay, sorry. Let's move on to the anniversary segment, guys. If you don't know, this is our 50th episode. We started the Level Up Show proper pretty much exactly 1 year ago. So thank you so much to everybody who's been with us since the beginning.
Why don't we celebrate a little bit?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I've got the Riesling over here. Would you mind popping that for a second? And let's start off with one of our...
The Sims.
With a very old clip.
Like me to bite it?
Oh, what is... Is it not twist off?
I don't know.
I think it has a little button there, yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought we had a good one.
So let's move on to a very old clip here.
Thank you,
early on in the show.
Welcome back.
So all games are coming out this year. These are the big games. I'm going to go through these. There's no way all of those are just this year. I think they're going to push back.
What's so great about this is these were the most anticipated games of 2014. Check out how many of these are not even coming out this year.
Fill you guys in, and also us, to give us a reminder, I wanted to go through the year 2014 and what will probably come out this year. Some of these might miss, but I think a lot of these are going to hit this year. So here we go. We've got The Division, Watch Dogs, Mirror's Edge 2, Infamous Second Son, looking forward to that. The Order 1886, looking forward to that. MLB 14 The Show, Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Run down the list.
Yeah, I want to pop these all off real quick. Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, Mad Max. This is an indie title, Transistor, Dying Light. I didn't think you were interested in that. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, And you got Mario Kart 8 and Donkey Kong Country. We talked about those. And Bayonetta 2. That's another Wii U one.
Yeah,
from Nintendo.
You got Star Wars Battlefront. That's exciting. You got.
Not gonna come this year, though.
I think this probably won't come this year either. But Beyond Good and Evil 2. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2. This is one that was announced a while ago. Fortnite. Where's that?
I was psyched for that. Remember when we were talking about it?
Maybe that'll be this year. Broken Age, Tim Schafer, we're going there.
Maybe that got rebranded as Thrown Together.
Yeah, maybe. The Walking Dead Season 2 will continue on. The Wolf Among Us will continue on. Game of Thrones from Telltale will begin. Tales from the Borderlands will also begin. Woo! Then you've got Octodad, Dadliest Catch. That sounds ridiculous.
Have you played the demo yet?
No. Go to the demo?
Yeah, at GameStop. There's a demo.
I need to play this. I hear it's so fun.
Go to GameStop. There's a demo for it. It's so weird.
That's actually a cult game right now that people are really excited about. Then you got DayZ. Is that already out?
Way away.
Standalone version of DayZ is going to come out this year.
Okay. No Man's Sky. We talked about that. Hopefully, what's their name? I can't think of the name of the studio. Hello Games. Hopefully they get back on their feet. You got The Evil Within, Titanfall, Halo 5, Destiny, The Elder Scrolls Online, EverQuest Next, Strider, The Witness, The Crew, Drive Club, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Dragon Age 3 Inquisition, which could be good.
We're over 20.
Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 14 for PS4, Final Fantasy 15, I don't think will come this year, but maybe. Thief, Dark Souls 2, South Park, The Stick of Truth, and finally The Sims 4.
Okay, 21 games.
That was the most exciting part of our show tonight, guys. Thank you for staying with us. That's what we're going to end with.
And that was from episode 6, guys. That was episode 6 of Level Up Show when we were making our most anticipated games of 2014. 21 of the games that we just listed there didn't come out this year. That's unbelievable that many games were delayed. Also weird to see that far back.
Which is really funny because I forgot that Mark was in the room in that show.
Yeah.
Because we were at the time there was obviously no recording, so we had to do it from a shitty video camera.
Guys, if you don't know, I mean, we started off the show as the Bogey Show, and Mike and I, we had a little TV table and 2 stools, and we sat there with a piece of paper with a Google number on it. And took calls for a couple hours.
So
it was terrible. It was even worse than what you just saw there. And then a few weeks later, we started the Level Up Show proper with episode 1, and that was December 1st of 2013.
Yes.
So yes, whoever's been with us that long, I don't know if anybody has been here since the
I'm
first
gonna say
episode.
there's 2 people in here that have been there that long.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Even Greg, it was episode 7.
Yeah, he was until later.
Yeah, so unbelievable to look back that far, but it's really cool at the same time. So I kind of want to talk about fondest memories maybe from the show, maybe something that really sticks out at you as a really.
I mean, how about the first time Greg actually came?
The first time Greg called in even was great. That was so awesome.
I was like, what is this
kid
person?
That was our first video Skype call.
Is he okay?
Is this real life?
And he just starts singing.
And we didn't expect that.
Just unbelievable.
And now we love it. When he does.
There were a few episodes too that the Star Wars episode in particular, because that was the day after my bachelor party.
Oh my god!
But it turned out to be such an awesome episode,
show, right? And we were all fearing, guys, it's probably gonna be a bad episode next week. Yeah. We're gonna be destroyed, this and that, and it turned out really, really well.
Puss says I was early episodes, but was just stalking them. Didn't make my appearance until around 10. And Guitar Freak joined us at episode 40. Thank you for joining us, Guitar Freak. Really appreciate that. Kristen, do you have a memory that sticks out for the Level Up Show as above the rest?
I remember throwing Bogey out the window.
Always good. Multiple times. Always throw. The first time, though, was the best. The first time we threw him out the window.
Hysterically.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh my god, did you just kill that dog?
You know what I remember? I remember a lot of our episodes from back in March. Mm-hmm. And February, March, April, those were some of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
I remember coming back and I'm like, wow, this is a really awesome show.
Yeah, because that was when we were building.
Right, and it was it was exciting. Not that it's not exciting now, but at the time it was wow, we had 22 people watch us tonight.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, right? That's what some of these ones, when I was putting together clips, I'm looking back and oh my god, we just hit 80 people. I was like, oh my god. We were so excited to hit 80 people and stuff like that. It's crazy. Thank you for all the Twitch hearts, guys. Mark, do you mind reading off a few of those final ones for us?
We got JRD123XX, Arcade 1982, T2R4W4U, Mamba 919, Nell Rockwell, Drell 2K20, James Arnoldson, Kato 9, The Bulldog Brad, Cyberrep, King Sam, with a lot of numbers, The Fork 2002, Toxic Richie, Retribution, Shark, Beatty.
More than I thought.
Idon Rizzi, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, and there was a few more there. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. We will acknowledge them later on. Oh, I've got many videos, yes. Let's play another one. Here's another video from early on in the show here.
Blue Gnosis, Andrew, we're doing this right now because we want to do a big thank you to you.
We have to shout out Blue Gnosis, even if he's not around.
Yeah, and it was crazy when he came up.
If he's in here, I want him to say something right now because he never remembers his name.
And he gave us something that was really impressive. And
No,
really,
I don't know if he's here.
Takes us as a show and really gives us an identity.
Exactly. It really helps make the beginning of the show. So.
And there's the music, guys.
Look at you almost as a VIP.
That's so good. You don't have to do that.
We're definitely rewarding you. We actually have something for you. Do you want to tell them what it is?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, we actually we're going to take care of you. We got you $30 credit for your PSN account for you to use. We're going to be sending you that via email shortly.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to take care of that. So hopefully it takes care of you. And then anything else that we venture on to.
As a VIP member,
you're going to be a VIP member. So if this grows into a website, you'll be a VIP member of the website.
Even if we just have a t-shirt.
Yeah, or something like that. You're going to be taking care of it. You want to make sure you know that we really appreciate what you do.
Not even say this, and it was really nice of him. He sent me an email saying,
That's really cool, and even
all
Blue Gnosis, if you have a different tag now, we want to thank you, of course. He was the creator of our intro music, and we still use that music, and we love that music. And we probably will always use that music. So, as forever and always, Andrew, you are a VIP member of the Level Up Show, and if you're here, please let us know.
If you still exist.
Yes. And here,
oh my God,
is the Star Wars episode.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
And I'm Squeezing Breasty. And I feel like that's a good segue. After this, I'll pause it.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you next week.
So, Breasty. That was the beginning of Breasty, actually. That was the very first episode because it was the day after my bachelor party. And there's Breasty right there. And if you guys don't know what Breasty the Booby Ball is, she came onto the show because Kristen decided to gift me something for the bachelor party to throw around on the bus and stuff like that.
Which we did for about 5 minutes.
Yes. But
only 5 minutes.
More so than that, she's become a very important part of the show. Breasty the Booby Ball.
People want to see it again.
People want to see the dance of you. All right, real quick. Here's Kristen dancing once again.
My Twitter needs a new pic.
With us, we heart you.
There you go. Here's another Kristen dancing as Princess Leia. Yeah.
You're so happy then. What happened?
I have a headache.
So that was episode 23 there of the Level Up Show. So how about awesome. Favorite call of all time?
Oh, boy.
And guys, feel free to call in. Skype is live. Kristen, why don't you put the banner up and we can take calls. And you guys can reminisce with us about past episodes of the Level Up Show. Maybe some fond memories that you guys have. I think Henry is one of the ones that really sticks out for me.
Henry's,
especially when we hit 1,000. When we hit 1,000, Henry called us that night, and he really, he gave us one of his best calls ever. It was just so heartwarming and kind, and he's always kind, but that one really stands out at me as one of the best calls we've ever had.
Absolutely. You know what actually stays in mind, and I tell people this all the time, and this actually was almost inspiring to me. You know, when we were doing the charity, we were doing it for a good cause, and here we have this young kid who, before he told us his age, had to be no older than 9, 10 years old in our heads, and he's calling in, and we end up finding out that he's calling in on his birthday to give money away to other people. So instead, where kids are trying to get everything they can and get presents and care about cake and everything, them, me, this kid's going out of his way to give other people money on his birthday. So Ryan's call, that always sticks out in my head.
Let's take this call from Master Rage. Hey Master, how you doing, man?
Hey, so you guys, on that Star Wars video of the earlier episodes, you guys like completely gave me a flashback of that movie Fanboys, which was like one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh man,
so good. Did you actually watch it?
I'm not sure if to take that as a compliment or not.
You watched it, then?
No, it's a compliment. That's a great movie.
It is a good movie. It actually has a pretty touching story in a way too, with the one boy who is sick, and they want to give him his one wish of seeing Phantom Menace. It had a nice story in a way.
I love that actor too. I can't remember his name, but
yeah, so it was a really, really cool movie. I enjoyed that a lot.
It wasn't like an amazing movie. It was definitely one of the best B movies I've seen in a while.
Yeah, and okay, so earlier I called when you guys were talking about the Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I actually I don't know if it's official or not. I sent you guys in the Skype messages a picture of it, and it's actually what the mixture, the new dinosaur is. If you guys want, I can tell you it or not. It's your choice.
I'm gonna try to pull it up.
Go ahead and tell us, man. I don't mind.
Alright, so it's called the D-Rex for short, and in long it's the Diablos Rex, and it's a mix of the T-Rex, the Velociraptor, a Death Otter snake, and a cuttlefish.
Oh my god. Okay, so you could probably split two.
Why would they do that? That
sounds terrifying.
Like, are they making?
I don't know where the cuttlefish.
Oh my god, this thing is terrifying.
Oh my god.
You can see everything else except for the cuttlefish. And the cuttlefish name sounds so cute, and the pictures of him are cute, and I don't know where it comes from.
Bad scientists. The cuttlefish is probably so it can swim in the water.
That's a terrible idea.
Terrible idea. I agree.
Come on, what's her name? The genetic scientist that I find really cute.
It's a death machine.
Fucking A.
Real quick, since we're on the subject, how long have you been with the show, Master? Which episode did you come on?
Me?
Yeah.
Today.
Oh boy, I can't remember. From now, I'm pretty sure it was almost a month ago.
Okay.
And I don't know how much episodes that'd be.
Probably 4 or 5.
Okay. Well, I'm a bit new to the show, but I think you guys are awesome either way.
Thank you so much, man.
Awesome,
we love you too. You call very often.
I've been with you guys for a long time.
Nice. We love it, man. Thank you so much for calling in, as always.
All right. Thank you.
See you later. Alrighty, let's play another video real quick.
Other favorite call. Remember the time the guy that was either from Iraq or said he was from Iraq and sang us the song?
Yes. I have another one. I'll say in a moment. But let's take this call from Arian, if we can.
Oh my god.
Never mind. Damn. Okay. Another one that I really like is the very first helpful troll. Do you remember the very first guy that he was trying to troll us? And then eventually, he was trying to talk about Xbox One, you guys are haters and stuff like this, and we tried to just handle it normally and be like, well, no, we really do stuff like this. And then we asked him, well, what do you think about that? And he's like, oh, I'm just trolling with you guys. I'm just messing.
That was the funniest thing.
And then he became a good caller.
Right, that was in January, I think it was.
Very early.
It was very early on.
That was the birth of the helpful troll.
The helpful troll, yeah. Take this call from JT.
I want to know who feels that they've been around with us the longest.
Yeah.
Puss has been episode 10, so if anybody else feels that it's longer.
Y'all can fight over it.
JT, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the Level Up Show, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
What do you want to talk about tonight?
I got a question for the girl.
Okay, go ahead.
Is she available?
No, she's not. She is married.
I like how I couldn't do it without laughing.
Okay.
That was bad.
She's married to Drew.
What episode do you have in
We're
where
husband
I did
and
my
wife.
my first rant?
Your very first rants,
Yeah.
where you pull off the shirts?
Yeah.
I don't have that, and I don't know when that
no.
was, to be honest with you.
They were some people were asking.
That was a good moment. That was a very good moment. Let's take another clip here. See what this one is.
They want to look at your boobs.
Oh, okay. You're going to speak
Oh, look at those boobs. Nice.
Hold on, Arian.
Go. Alright, we hit 350. It's not at that right now, but
This was the birth of Snake Andrew, because we hit 350. This was one of our biggest nights early on.
Justin had a bunch of people agreeing with him.
Wait, Snake Andrew.
It's supposed to be good.
You have to be more snake-like.
I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what I do to her late at night. I just shut this into her face like this. All right, oh my god.
No, you have to give her snake like this.
That is GFN is agreeing with Justin there.
All right, let's call a few back. Snake Andrew was born that night. I haven't done Snake Andrew in a long time.
Yeah, right?
Well, I forgot all about Snake Andrew, actually. Also, thank you to Twitch art from the Mighty Moonbow and also from Leon. But what was I about to say? Oh, calls. Let's take a few calls or go back to a few calls. I missed them. Oh, God, Skype crashed on us again. Let me open up Skype again. Skype sucks sometimes.
Oh, Westfire. Westfire's been here for a while.
All right, let's call back.
Westfire
Yeah,
and GFN. It's. I think it's a toss-up between them. I can't remember because they
was GFN before Greg?
Yeah, GFN was before Greg.
Really? Wow.
GFN's been here a long time.
Yeah, Westfire / DJ won my heart with his diarrhea joke.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember the other Celtics fan?
Oh yeah,
the other Jason.
Jason. I have no idea where that call's coming from. Oh, it's coming from that, isn't it?
It's coming from your phone. It's coming from inside the house.
No, dude, we're here. Incoming call.
Oh, there it is. Hey, Arian, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I just want to ask about, do you think that the Jurassic World dinosaurs look that realistic? Do you think it will look good?
Well, I mean, we saw the picture of it.
Yeah, we just saw supposedly like a leaked image of some kind.
It's friggin' terrifying.
It's terrifying, and I have no idea why anybody would want to create that.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Realistic? I mean, I'm not
just one more question.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think that the kid will be the main character, the kid that goes there, or the professor?
I want to see him get eaten first.
Yes.
I think
a lesson, stop being on your cell phones all the damn time.
I think it's going to be a lot like the original Jurassic Park, where it's bouncing around between these different characters that are doing different things and trying to get the hell off the island.
The main characters I have a feeling will probably be Chris Pratt and Ron. What's his name? The director's daughter.
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard's daughter. Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, great.
That's probably what I'm thinking will be the main characters. But as Mark said, I think he'll flash between each of them.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Thanks for calling in, Aaron.
I know some people are worried with the visual effects of the dinosaurs, but you have to understand, they're not done production yet. They're still working on that stuff.
Yeah. Let's call Jimmy back.
Remember when Greg yelled about being conceived in Disney?
Yes, that was very early on.
That was like the second time we ever talked to him.
Yes. Alrighty. There we go. Trying to get a hold of Jimmy now. Hey, Jimmy, you're on the Level Up Show.
Let's call Jimmy back. We got one of these.
Jimmy, you're on delay. You're on a delay, Jimmy.
Yes, that was.
I am?
Yeah, mute your television.
Yes.
What?
Mute your television.
Here we go. Trying to get hold of Jimmy now. Hey, Jimmy, you're on the Level Up Show.
Hi.
You're on a delay, Jimmy.
He got it.
I'm on a delay?
Okay, you're good now. Awesome. Okay, I would just mute your TV if you have a chance.
Yeah, mute your television.
Okay, hold on.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
We go through this all
nice. Thanks, Jimmy. What do you want to talk about, man?
I just want to say that this is just like the first episode I ever seen you guys, and I just love you already.
Oh,
awesome.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. That's cool that we have a new viewer tonight. We were talking about all of our oldest viewers, but we love getting new ones as well.
Right.
So we hope that you stick with the show because we plan on doing this for a very long time.
Yeah, I hope that too. And I just want to say, get better, Christian.
Thank you.
And I was wondering if you can do the Star Wars dance again.
In front of the TV? I don't know if she's feeling well.
I don't know if I feel like I normally would.
Yeah.
Right.
But tonight I have a really bad headache.
The fact that you actually left the room was surprising to me.
I went to lay down for a few minutes.
I know.
Yeah, sorry about that, Jimmy, but hopefully
we'll do it again.
I'll do it next week.
When May 4th comes around, we will do another Star Wars episode.
Yeah. We'll have a whole cantina band.
Yeah, definitely.
The whole
definitely.
I just want to say, get better, Christian.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. You seem like a good guy. We hope to have you back in the future.
All right, bye.
See you later.
See you.
Do you know what's really weird? Since I laid down, for how long was I up there?
10 minutes.
My head feels like a little bit better.
Good.
It's probably just you need to close your eyes for a
It
little
was pounding.
It's another clip for you guys.
Hideo Kojima, Hansel Brent's
Oh my God!
Guillermo del Toro are surprisingly working together on a new Silent Hill game starring The Walking Dead's Norman Reedus.
Anthony.
In typical Kojima fashion, he fooled everyone by announcing the game secretly as a playable team.
Sorry, Brian, 1 second.
PlayStation Store following the announcement at Sony's Gamescom conference. Kojima tweeted out about the reveal saying, "Originally we were thinking a game that would make you pee your pants. Now we are aiming for a game that will make you shit your pants."
Yes!
I did not read it.
She never curses.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
The curse, and I was hoping that she would finally say it.
Wow.
She cursed.
Wait, you don't curse?
She does not
I
curse.
did not ever realize
Wow.
that was awesome. And that's
She
recorded.
cursed. Alright, sorry guys, this is a big deal for me. Kristen does not curse, and I
It
got
was
her.
written, so I had to read
I
it.
got her to curse.
Wait, speaking of, I know this is going to lead into something else, but we got a Jax comment.
Oh.
For the first time in how long?
A very long time. Yes, that's a very old joke on the show. And there's actually two there. There's Kristen and Mark. Mark supposedly looks like Jax, and Kristen supposedly looks like Deborah from Dexter, but also Sandra Bullock, some people say, but mostly Deborah is what she gets often.
That's so
So that is a very long, reoccurring thing that's happened on the show for a long time. Let's call back a few people. Go ahead.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Do Robert first. Never mind. I think he hung up before we could take it.
It was so sweet when
Let's go, Brian.
when I was laying down upstairs. Boogie was laying on me,
Aw.
making sure I was okay.
Calling back Brian right now.
He's the best. Look how loving he is.
He knows.
Never
you
mind.
give him all
No
his
answer.
food.
We also had another guy. Who was it? Oh, Derek. Let's call
He's
Derek back.
hungry all the
And
time.
walks, and I pet him.
Kristen, it was written, so I had to read it. Dark Vader.
Dark Vader was another good one. That was a very good one. Hey, Derek. How you doing?
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Thank you for taking this call, first and foremost.
No problem.
Derek.
Right, hold on. I'm actually going to put in the headset.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Kristen has another question for you.
Oh, is it working?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes, we got you good.
Okay, thank you, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Okay, Kristen has another
He's
question
got
for you.
nothing to do with this.
Go ahead, Kristen.
Derek, what are your thoughts on the military?
What?
Not again.
What is going on?
Inside jokes galore is what's going on.
Something going on in the show.
Sometimes me and Puss at the after show we talk and all that. Drew, you walked in a few times.
Yeah, I have. It's called the after show chat.
Oh yeah, I've been in there. I've been in it with them.
It goes on for like 45 minutes.
Really weird and really entertaining.
But go ahead, Derek. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
But I shared with him a stupid prank call, and so it's essentially the Z Morning Zoo just prank calling this one lady. It's stupid as all hell, but it's hilarious.
Alright, so what's going on, Derek?
Okay, so I just wanted to share my favorite memory of you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Go ahead, man.
So for me, it was the first time I got the bravery to call in. Since I was just nervous, I'm like, well, it's dead. Nobody's going to be here. Might as well call in. And then I just made my Twitter account. And then I think the question was, who would be your Expendables?
I remember that.
Call?
I remember that, yeah.
That was
And then, like, as soon as I looked on the delay, you guys were jumping in your chairs, like, so happy. Mike was clapping.
that was a great question. One of the best ones we've had, actually. Do you remember what episode that was?
Or even what we said?
It was an AMA.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
Much.
It was one of those random AMA episodes. Yeah, that was a while ago, and that was many months ago. But you've been one of our most routine callers since then, and always have some of the best questions on the show. So we're so lucky that you called in, man. That
and
one
he has
day.
the same couch as us.
Yeah, and you have the same couch as us too.
Yeah, the almighty couch of different colors.
Couch Derek.
Couch Derek.
Oh, no. Greg's in the room. Couch Greg.
Greg Derek.
But thank you guys so much for like giving me in a weird way this challenge, because I enjoy like doing really creative things. I'm like, okay, I gotta come up with a question, gotta be creative. So it's just always giving me like this challenge I don't think I've really gotten anywhere.
Well, man, you always rise to the challenge. You always have some of the best questions, man.
Thank you.
All right. Derek, we're lucky to have you. And, God, we hope we have you every single week for every time we're around, man.
Yeah, one day when I make a trip up to New Jersey again, I'll buy you all dinner or something.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We look forward to that, man. Thanks for calling in, as always.
I'll do that.
Breakfast.
Don't worry, Mark. You'll have plenty of mac and cheese, and Drew will try eggs.
All right. See you later, Derek.
See ya.
All right. Let's do another clip real quick. See what this one is.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Oh my God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Well
Oh, shit!
All right, guys, welcome Bogey to the new Level Up show.
Don't look.
For the people in here, but we're gonna wait. Obviously, we're still gonna give it a few minutes.
But this was the relaunch of the show, guys. Back, I don't know how long ago that was. It wasn't that long ago, but that was a huge deal for us. And that was the night we had one of our best calls ever. As I was saying, it was from Henry. But this call is from Brian. Brian, welcome to the Level Up show.
What's going on? I was just wondering if I could sing you guys a song.
Yeah, I hope so. Go ahead.
Okay, you ready? I like booty, 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 booty. I like booty, 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 booty. Hey, you like my song? Thumbs up?
That's going to go on our next anniversary, man. That was that good.
Booty, booty, booty.
This is going to be on, that's going to be on the sizzle reel.
Booty.
Now, wait. Don't get overindulgent now. I mean, you had a good thing while it lasted, but just don't go too much into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the edge of ruin.
But I like booty. You guys like booty? Thumbs up if you like booty.
Booty's coming back in a big way right now.
Yeah.
A lot of booty songs right now.
There is.
No, I mean, really, seriously, look at all the booty songs we're getting.
What about booty in games?
I mean, look at what's that chick name? She's bringing Booty back.
Booty back, yeah, it's all about that bass.
Go run and tell, all about that bass.
I hate
Go
that
run and tell all your
song so
bitches
much.
that.
Yeah, definitely.
I hate that song.
Booty.
Booty, man. All right, you're the best call ever.
All right, I love you.
Love you too. See ya.
I
All right, that was cool. I like that, actually.
He likes booty.
I like booty. Who doesn't like booty, right?
Whoa.
Booty's all big and all right now, says Puss. Why is this happening, says Greg.
This is the best. All
right, another clip.
Yep.
Just kidding.
That was your first. What the hell was that? Oh my god.
No, we gotta pause it. We gotta get Greg here.
Who's singing better, yours or his?
God. I don't know. Gregory!
Oh, I love this kid.
5, 6, 7, it's the Level Up show. Episode 50. It's been a year. I look like Jesus, but that title goes to Bogey.
Bogey looks
Dude,
like
the
Jesus.
beard is epic.
Hi, I know, right? Mike, they're not pubic hairs. I hate you. It took me a month.
Downstairs hair.
Did you ever, wait, hold on, did anybody ever see Jackass 2?
Yes, I have.
Remember at the end? He knows exactly where I'm going with it. That's what it reminded me of.
I hate you more than my own existence, number one. Number two, I have a slew full of memories for my best friends. Can I list them for you?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so some are on the show, some are off the show. So the first episode I called in and I was drunk, obviously, drunk and Greg, and I came home, I yelled at you guys that my parents had conceived me in Disney World, and ever since then we've talked. Mike added me on Snapchat, and the first Snapchat he ever sent me was him singing Backstreet Boys in his car, and I cried laughing hysterically. When I came to visit you guys, I was like shitting my pants to meet you guys in person. And Mark, for the first time, when I saw him, he was late, and when I got there and everything, and he came downstairs without the beanie, I shit my pants.
You were the only level upper that has seen Greg without the beanie.
Mark.
Mark without the beanie. I'm always rocking no beanie.
That's not true.
That's just factually incorrect.
Yes, it is. Go ahead, man.
That was an awesome moment. What else am I trying to think of? Separately, off the show, when I made the website and Kristen, Drew, and I had a Skype call, It was after one of the episodes, and that was very heartfelt.
I remember that.
It was like 1 or 2 a.m.
It was very early in the morning. And
that was an awesome moment for me. And that was when I realized, like, you guys were more than just the Level Up show to me. You guys are actually my best friends.
Greg, I'm coming to see you this month.
Yes, you are. We're all going to see the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
Because I have to give you Christmas gifts.
And gifts. So many gifts. I have your 1-year presents. I have your Christmas presents. I have so many gifts. I was going to do Hanukkah gifts, but then I thought I'm not actually Jewish. I just look it, so God bless. Then I have the first time I did the song ever. Blue was still in the chat, and then I tried to one-up his song, and I did the Level Up Show chant, which is now my staple when I call in.
Yep.
The first time Derek ever called in, and the camera awkwardly zoomed in onto his face.
Yep.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was literally the best. What else is there? There's so many. I was trying to think of like the one memory that describes that. The one it was more recent, but when you guys hit 1,000 hearts and we did our Ewok celebration, that was awesome sauce.
Oh my God, we were Ewoks and then you held the clock.
I'm so glad he was here for that.
I have that clip coming very soon.
I was so happy with that.
I love Greg.
And what I feel like I'm missing like a big thing, and I just can't remember what it is. I have no idea what it is. I feel like there was an episode where I cried to you guys. Not my drunken episode.
How about the one where we announced that you were an official member of the Level Up show?
That was... Do I cry again? That was awesome for me. You guys are just the best people, and you guys already know how I feel about you, and I'm very, very happy for you guys, and I'm happy I'm here for episode 50.
And Greg, you know how we feel about you, right?
What was that?
You know how we feel about you, right?
If I didn't, it wasn't a good episode.
Aww. We love you, man. You're the best.
You guys are the best.
I
Bye.
love you, Greg.
Congratulations.
I love you, Greg.
Love you all.
I seriously love... He's like the most likable person you'll ever meet.
Real quick, some Twitch hearts here. Thank you to Phoenix Sorcerer, Cave Dog, Tsunami John, and Nick Her. And also, the breakfast talk was hilarious from Master Rage. That
oh my
was
God.
good.
Did you actually, did you ever go back in the chat and look at that?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, that was so, oh my God. Mark's dancing with
pretty close to ready, right? And now when we found out June,
this was the same night.
Okay, were they deceiving us here? Why would they announce October if it's not coming until June? Are we above 400?
485.
485?
Yes.
Dinosaur team!
What?
Dinosaur team? We have to. Oh no, we have to do it.
Come on.
400.
15 more viewers.
No, 400 is dinosaur team.
We always said 400 would be dinosaur team.
I need a second to prepare.
Okay, hold on. Let's stop this for a second.
Let's go through this.
No.
Okay.
We do it now.
All right, we have to do it.
Do it live.
Wait, I need a second.
All right, everybody do their own dinosaur. We don't know what we're doing.
I know my dinosaur.
All right.
No, I need a second. I need a second.
I'm
You have
so
to do it now.
annoying.
I know what you're doing. Come on, wait. No, wait. We all have to do it at the same time.
Oh my God.
Wait, no, I don't.
Bogus joining
Mark.
too.
Ready?
Wait, no. I'm not ready. Wait.
Oh my God, you're doing the exact same thing I am. You gotta be on
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright.
Alright. What were you supposed to be doing? I was like the neck of a brontosaurus.
What? There's definitely a team.
Just the top part. That's the only way you can get like the long neck.
What just happened?
Alright, so that was Dinosaur Team.
That's a great place to end it. What just happened? We don't know. I don't have any idea.
See you, Evan and Hair. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Really love that. So that was an awesome moment there.
If there's ever a time for anything in the world, this would be the episode that Rick should call in.
Yes, Rick.
If there is ever a time for it at all in the existence of humanity, this would be the moment.
Robin Oz says that he just subscribed. Is that
we might
true?
have 2 of them. Just so I would go check.
Okay. We might have 2 new subscriptions.
Do you have any more clips?
Yes, we do have one more clip.
Just one?
Yeah, one more.
There's so many other good moments, though.
You can see we're already running out of time. I mean, I couldn't put them all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wish I could have, but
Evan and Harris said, so was that the first official trailer for Jurassic World?
That scene should be.
Yes, I should have been.
Oh my God.
No. it says that we lost subscribers, if anything. We only have 4 paying subscribers now.
Oh, wait a second.
We had 6.
It's because it's December now.
No, it just... Oh.
Yeah, no, she's right.
Yeah, that is it. I guess you have to resub,
Happy
guys.
December 1st!
So I guess if you guys want to be subscribers, you have to resub?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I can't check who subscribed, unfortunately. I don't think.
I'm going to guess it was Dave and Joey.
But also, thank you to WarGuild93 for the Twitch hearts. And let's do our last clip here. I think this is the last one. There might be 2 more.
We're at 10, so with everyone, we gotta count down. We gotta make sure we don't miss the 1,000. 9 left! 8 left! Oh my god!
I'm freaking out.
Jesus, Greg.
This was the episode Greg was on.
Happy Face.
3.
Do Me Please in the
2.
LaFours. Medals 1. Artillery. We're at 1,000! Woo! Yeah! Now take it off! I've been off work!
Celebrate!
Wow.
You Craig! Craig, do it next
So that was 1,000. And we actually do have one more clip, maybe. I'm not sure. Let me see here. It might just be the logo for a while. I think it's just a logo. So let's take this call from Travis.
They want to hear your sound thingy.
My sound thingy? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll play that after a call with Travis. Or not. Travis. There he is again. He needs to sign back.
They're good.
Welcome, Travis, to the Level Up Show. Hey, Travis, can you hear me?
Maybe.
Travis! Maybe. Travis!
Is there anybody
Dun, dun,
in
dun.
there?
Is there anybody in there? All right, Travis, I don't hear you. If you hear us, I'm sorry. We don't. I heard something there. Travis?
Hello.
I have no idea.
He's on a delay.
Thanks for trying, Travis. Okay. Is that it? Do we want to do anything else? We want to talk about any more?
So, you know, I mean, we all know now at this point how Greg is. He overreacts for certain things.
Yeah.
You know, he's very eccentric with the way he talks.
Yeah.
So he goes literally crying, I guess, at the whole being on the screen again and everything like that. Someone goes, "You cry a lot."
Yes. He does. He does cry a lot.
That's why we love him.
But we
though.
love the man.
I love Greg so much.
Who doesn't
I'm
love
gonna come
Greg?
see you. Hopefully December 20th, guys. I don't know. We need to talk and see if you guys want to come to New York.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
We're gonna visit you, Greg.
Right here.
Who's calling?
Travis.
He's calling back.
And Mr. Wong Tong too, but I think that's a joke.
Mr. Wong Tong.
We're not getting a hold of you, Travis. Travis, you're on the Level Up Show. Never mind. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down Skype. That's it for the night. Thank you for all the calls and for all the kind comments in the chat room, congratulating us. That's it for clips.
Yeah.
I think we can move on to the next segment, of course.
All right.
Alrighty. So that's it for now, guys. Let's move on. A wild game has appeared. Oh my god. Let's take a look, guys. In 3, 2, 1.
Looks pretty good.
Some people are saying that Travis is Rick. I think.
Said it would be alright, but I just don't know. Said it would be alright, but I just don't know.
Very unusual trailer, huh?
I like it.
It was very cool,
like it a
but
lot.
not what you normally see.
Not what you would expect after seeing their reveal, their gameplay trailers, everything. So it's very different, but I like that.
Good song.
But obviously, we're talking about, as it says there, the crew. It's posed by Ubisoft. We all know that. Got pushed back a little bit, delayed. Part of our delay watch not that long ago. It's developed by Ivory Tower, which is a crew of gents that is compiled of people that have been in the racing genre for years, or people that have pedigrees from Need for Speed and Test Drive Unlimited and a few others. So they know what they're doing with racing games, and I feel like they've gotten down what people really want out of a fun, enjoyable racing sim. It's almost like in a way. So in the crew, you can explore 12 distinct cities across 5 territories, as well as multiple areas in between deserts and forests and mountainsides and stuff like that. Like I said, there are 5 territories, and it's going to be the East Coast, which is going to be mostly like urban areas, urban cities, Philadelphia, New York, stuff like that. The South is going to be more of like a country setting. It's going to be a little bit more open, whereas the Midwest is going to be a nice combination of the two. It's going to be open and rural at the same, but cities and stuff like that at the same time. There are the mountain states, and this is the largest region. It's going to be a lot of open world, almost highway racing, kind of like what you would typically find on a game like Need for Speed or something like that, around mountain cliffs, even deserts, everything like that. And then West Coast, which is essentially just California. So I don't know why they didn't just call it California, but those are the names that they chose. This is another game in this trend of go anywhere that you see. They claim that anything you see in the game, your car can drive to. If it really is, and it lives up to the expectations, this will be the first racing title that's actually lived up, first functional racing title that's actually lived up to what it claims to be. Yeah. Which will be great. Now, obviously, the name crew suggests that you'll want to join a crew, and you can. You want to join a crew of at least 3 other people in order to improve your gameplay experience. You can do a lot of things by yourself, but obviously, just as the name implies, it's going to be better done when you have friends to play with you. Sure. So they can help you with missions, but they can also help you on your journey. And along that journey, you can use them to challenge, their times and everything like that in various other states. But you also have 5 different factions to choose from. So when you join the faction, there's shared XP that goes into the faction. And so there's, I can't remember what the names of them are or anything like that. I forgot to actually write them down. Mm-hmm. But when you do this, the more success that you have, the closer you guys come to regional and even global or more so U.S. domination. Okay. So, let's say, we're in the Wolf faction or something like that, and we are top, we have more people that are top ranking for races, and, missions and stuff like that. We'll all of a sudden gain territory of the area. The faction that has the most territories at a time, every month we'll get an extra story mission each month, so it'll be extra free stuff. And you'll get extra DLC like add-ons to your cars and stuff like that to improve your gameplay experience.
Just going to acknowledge these real quick. Thank you guys. Top Notch 1986, Ubiquitous Caesar, Team X 4000, I'm Drew 115, and finally Lost Without Lean. Those are all our Twitch hearts. Thank you so much. And we also had 2 YouTube subscriptions that just happened from Jimmy Rosas and also Dill Rob X. Thank you both of you for your YouTube subscriptions. Please, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, we archive all episodes, and this episode will go up on our YouTube either tomorrow or Tuesday. So subscribe if you have the chance, and also follow on Twitch. We will shout you out. Very easy now. Just click the little heart button live from PlayStation, and you will become a Twitch follower.
Do I ever talk?
I said when you aren't ill.
I actually feel a lot better now.
Good. Yeah.
I took some leave, and then I laid down, and I feel better.
Good. Are you relieved? Because I'm relieved.
I am.
Mike, that was bad.
Everything I say is bad. I'm a dad. I have bad dad jokes.
Bad dad jokes now. It just happens organically. All right, go ahead.
But as you go through the game, you'll be able to get different skill, go and participate in different skill challenges. This is one of the ones that you see here, which is like following the arrows. There's other ones for climbing where you can take an off-road vehicle and climb up. This is the slalom one that you see right there. There's also one for jumping, escaping the police, and I think those are it. 5. Cool. So, did you want to read those all?
No, go ahead.
You can customize your vehicles, and obviously, I mean, every game allows you to customize your vehicle now. But this really impacts the way that your game plays. So it's not just like adding a coat of paint to it or special tires. You'll add off-road tires. You'll add, putting your engine towards the back so you can go off-roading even more. There's a lot of different mechanics that you add to your vehicles, and you have a full garage full of them. So certain vehicles will be better with certain upgrades at every different time. And as you're seeing here, there's different types of missions. There's the go-to missions, which is your typical get from A to B in a certain amount of time. Collect, where this is a new one, where you and your crew will try to find secret objects hidden in a terrain.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting. And you saw it earlier where they were smashing through boxes, which was kind of interesting. There's also Outrun, where you have a it's another one of the typical racing ones where you have checkpoints. So you have a minute left to finish the race, and you go through a checkpoint, and 10 seconds is added on.
Okay.
So it's another one of those. Another different one is a cat and mouse game called Follow, where you're chasing an opponent, and then a regular race.
Very cool.
So it's not as I'll tell you right now. I was a little surprised because I remember before where in the crew you saw like they're making it seem almost like heisting, where you would follow like a armed truck. And try to get the money and everything out of that. Do you remember that?
That was like the very original reveal trailer. I vaguely remember that.
I feel like they've changed a lot of the games since then.
That was like Ubisoft's E3 conference of 2013 or something like that when they first revealed it. Yeah.
Right.
Real quick, thank you again to That Awesome Anime for the YouTube subscription, and also to Lewis Perkins for a YouTube subscription. Really appreciate those guys. And to Twitch Hearts, we've got X-Edic General. We also have Brandon Braveheart, I Am Doza, Evil Tune, and once again Top Notch. Thank you guys for the Twitch Hearts. Keep them coming while we wrap up the show.
So in the game, obviously, you're going to earn money just like you do in every other racing game. But you also earn XP, and with the XP, you'll be able to do certain things like add car parts for your customization. So like I said, with racing tires, special exhaust, stuff like that. You'll also be able to expand and get new cars. But on top of that, you also get perks, and I think they're talking about these. Oh no, these are the specs. But the perks actually, just like in a Call of Duty game, they actually enhance how you play the game. So there's Redline. There's some of them that are called Redline, which is going to increase the top speed for you and your group, as well as On a Dime, which improves your braking. Like a Gloves improves your handling, and Mobile Mechanic, which just like it sounds, it allows you to repair your vehicle with that's gotten damaged along the way. So that's actually pretty interesting. They also had specs in here. This is a little bit more, customizable tweaking. There's different specs to, again, fit your play style and what type of racing and everything you're going to go for. So street is going to be for, the illegal racing on the streets of, urban areas. Performance specs is going to be good when you're, I guess, off-road. Not off-road, but, in the countryside for probably the mountain states. It's going to be a lot of speed and handling at the same time. There's Dirt, which is going to be for off-roading. Raid, which is going to be good if there are missions where you have to take down a big heavy vehicle or you might get bumped into other vehicles and everything. Can take a lot of damage. And then Circuit, which is going to be good for basic racing and everything like that. So
good timing.
That was perfect.
Very good timing. Thank you to War Guild for the YouTube subscription. That's 3 YouTube subscriptions right there. That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys, because we archive everything on YouTube. You can check out the shows in full, or you can watch the divided segments called replays. And also, guys, if you haven't yet, please go on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Heart us there, or if you're watching live from PlayStation, click the little heart button so that you follow us and you get notified when we go live. Follow us on Twitter at The Level Up Show. Like us on Facebook, and add Mike and I on PSN at DrewM1788, and Mike is Noob Guru. We're going to take a quick 60-second commercial break, and then we'll be back with some farewells.
Bless you. You're good.
Okay, cool.
The secret word
is... What is the secret word?
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa. Okay, alfalfa is the secret word. If you guys don't know what the secret word is, there's a select few people that actually see commercials. So for the people that don't see the commercial right now, you know the secret word, and you get to put it in the chat room without letting anybody else know what it means.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa. I'm going to take a drink.
This has been pretty good.
We bounced back.
Huh?
We bounced back?
Yeah. Not alfalfa.
That's what you said.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa.
What is that?
Kristen, we love you.
It's a character from
no, it's also
kind of
herb.
Well, now
An herb?
now everyone's saying it the way I did it, so.
No, it's not.
I think we're probably.
BMC Music is the only one that spelled it right.
Welcome back, guys. Let's wrap up the show. First of all, thank you so much. This was, obviously, we've been talking about it all night, but this was our 1-year anniversary, episode 50, and we really appreciate everybody that's been with the show since the beginning, or even since this episode tonight. We appreciate all of our new followers. We got over 100 tonight. We just got another 2 followers right now from Make Me Bad and Hurricane. So every new follower, we appreciate it. You are considered our friend, especially if you add us on PSN. We try and be very close with the community. We try and talk with you after the show on Twitter, on Facebook, all those kind of things. We don't look at ourselves as anything more than gamers.
We're enthusiasts.
Enthusiasts like you guys.
Right.
We're just trying to deliver the information in a entertaining and concise way so that you guys can benefit from that and also be entertained. It's fun for us as well. That's why we do it, and we will continue to do it.
Yeah.
And we're just very thankful that we have the chance to do it. It's very cool for us.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearts.
Touching.
That's not a good heart.
Gee.
Thank you.
I said Pat something like that for Thanksgiving, and all he said was gee.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything you want to say real quick?
Yeah.
No.
Any closing comments on our anniversary episode?
Rick is a tree, and Greg is a couch.
I just love all of our followers.
Yeah.
I wish I could meet you all. And if the time comes that I die, what?
Okay.
This got really dark really fast.
No, if the time comes when I die, I would like to be remembered with a montage of clips of myself being funny.
Okay.
And I would like you to play it for everyone to remember me by.
Okay. This is like almost as morbid as like on the spot. Hey,
what's the most disturbing thing you've ever seen? Have you ever seen somebody die?
Have you ever seen somebody die, or what's the most disturbing memory you have about death?
Yeah,
thank you for that, Andrew. That was the worst thing ever.
Thank you, BMC Music, for the. We've had worse or just as bad on the spots in how grim they are before.
Really?
Yeah, we've gone there. I think when we first did that on the spot, it was a bad first on the spot, but it wasn't a bad on the spot. It's just it was kind of a weird one to choose for the very first on the spot. But thank you, BMC Music, for the happy anniversary.
You don't put any giraffe clips in.
No, I didn't. Do you want to do giraffe, Kristen, real quick? Do you feel well enough?
For them? Yeah, I feel okay right now.
Okay, we're going to do a final giraffe, Kristen, for you guys to celebrate our anniversary.
But I was thinking if, something does happen to me, that would be funny to remember me by.
Master Rave says, this got dark faster than the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, just imagine if you were around for that episode.
You gotta show off the neck.
Just to prepare.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. She's not prepared.
Alright, that's better. That's better.
What's so great about that is I'm sure a lot of new viewers are expecting this like really attractive thing, and then she does that. It's like, never mind. That is not what I was expecting.
That's how I want to be remembered.
That is Giraffe Kristen, and every time we get to 300 viewers, or 350 sometimes, we do Giraffe Kristen. So we got a good amount of viewers tonight. We got a good amount of followers. We just got a few new ones from Daz United, Tripen22, Absinthe, and X Spartan. Thank you guys for those final 4 Twitch charts. Once again, guys, if you want to follow us, it's very easy. That guy just did it right there. Just click the little heart button from Live from PlayStation, or if you're on twitch.tv/levelupshow, heart us there. And if you really like the show, you're allowed to click the subscribe button, and that means
are they allowed to?
You're allowed. We give you permission. We do. And then if you do that, you'll get a little +1 badge. And if we get enough subscribers in the future, we will, of course, do designated subscriber stuff, such as designated shows or designated chat room, stuff like that. So, guys, please subscribe if you really enjoy the show. But, of course, we will be on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Thursday episodes are called Level Up Direct, where we talk directly with you through Skype throughout the entire show. And then, of course, our Sunday episodes are like this one, where it's more of a talk show with the full cast and crew. So we hope to have you back next week. Until then, take care and level up, I guess, right?
Guys, I know, let's pretend that there's wine here.
Okay.
Do we even open that?
No, we don't have a corkscrew.
Yeah.
Oh, it needs a corkscrew.
Yes.
So that's not my fault.
I know, it's not your fault. I probably should have told you to grab one when you were coming down. Yeah. All right. Toast.
Toast to one more year?
One more year. Let's
thank
go.
you and thank each other.
Just one more
year. Another year? Oh, God. Commitment.
Cheers. Yummy. Alright, see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see who we got here. Thank you, Dads United. Thank you, Puss. Rampage, thank you so much. Glad you love the show. Giant MC, flawless victory. Westfire, you're the man. Thank you so much for being here for such a long time.
He's officially the longest viewer.
Wow.
Who is?
DJ, Westfire, Dire Jason, Westfire, whatever else we can call you. Thank you so much.
With Henry being the close second.
Oh, really? Henry, okay.
Wait, what about GFN?
GFN's been around for a while.
GFN, oh no, I'm sorry, and GFN. GFN, the three of them. So.
Also, Master Rage, we're happy to have you, even if it's only been 2 months. Thank you so much for joining our show. Hello from Germany, from Hatterbox. Glad to have you from all sides of the world. We love it. Xing Walk said, you guys are great. Thank you so much. I just want to acknowledge all of our fans.
There's too many.
They're so kind. They're so kind.
235 fans in here, Drew.
All right, that's it. Excellent show from GFN as well. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate all the comments, and thank you for all those final Twitch hearts. Let me make sure we didn't get a new one.
Greg's mad that you didn't say him.
Gregory! He's been around since episode 7, and he's official member of the Level Up Show. He created our website. Let's be honest. Wang Wars, Sir Smoke a lot. It's Daddy Foo, Emmerich Pwned, Shaq 1090, Cali 122, The Mexican Beaner, Mode 123, JX7694, and again, Daz United. Those are our final Twitch charts. See you later, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. You guys are awesome. Level up. Take care. See you next Sunday.